One live.
Hi.
Welcome everybody to the STD podcast, episode 12.
Nobody's hearing it yet. We got. Let me go back. Link back to the show. You can still talk though.
We are sending out the link to everybody right now, so you may or may not be hearing us. We will again update the death pool. We still have 0 points across the board, even though Harley Race has passed on. Nobody picked his ass.
I don't know who he is.
He was a little bit before everybody's time. I mean, if you don't know wrestling from the 80s, dude.
Yeah, if you didn't know him from the 80s, he wouldn't be on your radar.
You know who else is that? Is actor Rutger Hauer. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He was the bad guy. If you ever seen Blade Runner,
Harrison
Ford, he was the bad guy in the original Blade Runner. And he was in a pretty good movie, a cult movie. It came out like 5 years ago called Hobo with a Shotgun.
I've seen that.
That was pretty. Yeah, he was the hobo.
You've never heard of Hobo with a Shotgun?
That was a badass movie.
You need to Google that shit.
Well, he was the hobo. He was the main character. So he died. He was 75, I believe.
So, Pat, how was your week?
You know, it was a pretty good week, man. I'm on vacation from work, so weather's been beautiful this whole week. Trying to get back in the workout routine. Not that I ever had a workout routine, but trying to, exercise more.
Do you do push-ups and sit-ups or what?
I basically just walk. I don't run. I hate running. I just walk miles and miles.
Why do you hate running?
Running fucks your knees.
Don't you hate running too?
I'll tell you what, running is so bad for your knees. It's fucked up.
I just don't like. I don't know.
It's not a good exercise. Biking is great because you move your joints. You're not pounding that shit.
Bike, yeah.
If you fucking run every time you hit the pavement, your heel hits, your knees smash,
your knees jamming. Yeah,
I'm just not in the perfect shape for running, and I just don't like. And then after a while, I start feeling like I'm losing.
You're talking to a total combined weight of 800 pounds here, sir.
I can't run because I just hate all of this just bouncing around while I'm running.
Right. When I was in the service, I would run, but it's like when I went to Iraq, I was 260. Went to Iraq. When I left, I was like 210. It's so much easier running if you're at a smaller weight because you're not carrying all that fucking motion with you. Like my buddy pretty much told me, he's like, "This is your point of running with the flak vest on. It's what you used to run with before." And you think about that, it's like, God damn, man, that's crazy. Your time just dropped.
So what does a typical week on vacation consist of?
It varies. It varies. It depends. This week I had nothing going on. I'm going on a trip in a couple weeks, but this week I got nothing going on. Just trying to run errands and got a haircut and shit like that.
Fresh haircut, I like it.
Yeah.
I see your beard too. You trim your beard a little bit.
My beard a little bit.
I like it.
Trying to a little more handsome for the ladies, and for you, Joe. No.
Yeah, for all those ladies out there, Pat still is single, right? You still single?
He is still in the dating
pool. And ready to mingle, man.
Yeah.
So, Joe, how was your week?
Well, I'm still getting some links out here. Not bad. I went to the CC Open, Cleveland County Open on Monday.
Okay, we're going to talk about that.
Some friends showed up. Cleveland County. Might as well have been in county.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Cleveland Comedy Open.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was on Monday. The rest of the week, I've just been running out of weed, and I made a weed run. I shouldn't talk about the air. I guess it doesn't matter.
It don't matter. You got a card. You're legal.
No, who's? Yeah, Erica's probably the only one listening right now, and she knows that we do it.
I mean, they watch you pass like 10.
Oh, Erica's there.
The motherfucker rolls him right here. He's like, yeah, so I was watching this movie, but now we ain't going to talk about it. Motherfucker, it's right out in the open.
As you're smoking what you wrote.
Yeah, so that was on Sunday. And then I had one here. Where the hell did I go? The let's see, that was Sunday. And I came back. Yeah, Monday was a Cleveland Comedy Open. Got down there about 6:30ish.
So you messaged me and you were like, I'm way too high to do this tonight. And we told you to stop smoking.
That was at 2:00, and I did quit smoking.
Yeah, I remember that.
This motherfucker texted us at 2:00 about a show at 7.
Then we said don't smoke no more. He said I don't think I can go 3 hours.
I don't think I can do it without
3 hours without smoking.
That's a long time, man. When you smoke constantly, 3 hours is a long time. It's like if you're drinking and going a day without. It's like the equivalent of going a day without drinking. Because if you smoke weed, it's gone in like 3-4 hours. Like if you smoke a blunt, you're pretty much not high in about 4 hours. So imagine that, and you're kind of like totally sober at that point.
When was the last time you were not high for a whole day?
January 1st, 2017.
Wow.
And the reason I say that is because this is a funny story. I was going to run. My New Year's resolution was to run the Air Force Marathon in September. It was September 8th. So I bought that. You got to pay for marathons. Marathons aren't free. You got to pay for them. The money goes to charity or whatever.
I didn't know.
Of course, I'm keeping shit. Like I didn't know that either. It was like $75. So I paid. I had more money back then. So I bought the marathon, and then let me get back to the screen here. Oh, there's Eric. Okay. Yeah. So I bought the marathon, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop smoking, drinking. I'm gonna go train, run. I did that for like 2 days, and then like the excuses started coming over. You know what I mean? Like I got a visit from this excuse and other excuses, and I slacked and kept postponing it. And after 6-7 months, it's like, well, I'll just go there and just walk it, or I just kept rationalizing.
Fuck it, I'm winging it.
So I just said I'd walk it, and I ended up no showing the marathon. So I just wasted the $75 because I had no motivation at all. So after that, I said, no, I'm not doing any more New Year's resolutions at all.
That's funny.
How the fuck do you no-show a marathon?
Well, for one, it was in Dayton.
No, you
And I was
commit to something, you follow it through,
Especially
man.
when you
Fucking
pay
A, man.
$75 for it.
Well, I mean, it happens, man.
But on the plus side, charity.
That was you.
So
Right.
Tony Mayo, how was your week, my man? Everybody, welcome back, Tony. By the way,
It was cool, man.
Hi, Tony.
Tuesday, I got fucking played, man.
all right, let's go into this. I have a feeling I'm gonna get mad, and I'd like to just go ahead and get mad early. So let's just go ahead and do this.
Oh, wait, but before we get into that, we got a lot of people at the zoo tonight, at the Twilight thingy or whatever. Y'all some bitches for going to that and not listening to us.
What is
but
that?
It's like, no, is it with
It's
a
an Asian
zoo is-
Lantern
who fucking
Festival.
are talking-
Oh, they call it Twilight, but I think is
That
is
Asian
it,
Oh, like a lantern.
Yeah.
is it related to the Asian Lantern Festival?
Yeah, it's all tied in together.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
So what
That's cool,
happened?
though. Oh, because look, here's what I was talking about. These fucking comedy competitions, man.
Oh, you went to that battle royale thingy, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and I fucking won that shit, but they
Congratulations.
fucking played me. No, they played me.
Oh,
I had the best set. I fucking killed that shit. And I was one of the finalists, and it was me and this gay dude. And what they do is they do a best joke, and then they do the winner get the belt.
Mhm.
So I'll give the gay dude credit. He had the best joke. His joke was fucked up too. It was funny, but
So what was this joke?
Gay
it
dudes
was-
get a
it
bit more
was-
leeway, I think.
and that's what I'm saying. It was something about him getting a colonoscopy or something. And when they stuck his thumb up his ass or something, they asked him, was he gay? And he's like, why? And I think he said because he was backing it up on his finger or something. I don't know. The way he said it was funny. But so they had the crowd vote. And the crowd was louder for me like the first 2 times. And they still wanted to go a third time because they kept trying to push it to him.
Oh, they want the diversity vote.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? And this is twice. This
They
is
don't
hap-
want the diversity vote. He's black. You can't get no
Well,
diversity.
we're
gonna
gonna
say-
get into that.
I was
How
gonna
many?
say-
There was 15 people in this roast, right?
Yeah.
How many people were? How many black? How many women were there first? How many chicks were there? Were there any chicks?
What, like in the crowd?
Yeah, no. In the 15 comedians, how many?
Oh, probably like 2 or 3.
Okay, how many black people were out of the group? Would you say?
Maybe 3 or 4.
Okay,
3.
okay. I was just trying to. There's
All right, how many gay dudes?
He's the only
One.
gay. He's the only gay. There
He
you
was
go.
the only like.
He's the Pete Buttigieg.
All right, let me
That's
explain something to you about
And-
comedy competitions real
and they
quick.
used it as a crutch.
Yeah,
Just like the last competition that I did, I fucking killed that shit. Like I ain't never killed that hard down, I swear. And I killed that shit. Even the judge said that I won, but they gave it to the little cripple dude. And because
Ryan Yex.
hell,
Ryan Yex is a good dude. He's a solid
he's
dude.
cool.
But
But the way these competitions are fucked up because they're
I do think he gets a little leeway because he's handicapped,
that's not fair.
which is not fair. If you're going to play a grown man's game, play it straightforward.
Yeah.
I go up. I don't have any fucking thing to fall back on.
That's what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
black. I don't suck dick. I'm not handicapped. I might have some man boobs. but
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
definitely
whoa,
not
whoa,
female.
whoa. You could probably qualify for a handicap plate. I'm just saying. You may not be handicapped, but you could probably qualify for a plate.
Where the fuck you going with this?
Or blacker. I'm just fucking with you. No, did you know the qualifications for a handicap player?
Technically, I have one eye. I do qualify.
You can't be able to walk 300 feet without assistance, I think it is. So if you like have to walk 200 feet and take a break, you can get a handicap still.
Oh no, I'm not that. But I do have one eye, so I technically would qualify.
Which are you like totally blind or like what's the
I can't see shit out of this eye.
This one right here,
Yeah.
2200.
I can't see
My
nothing.
mom was totally blind to one eye.
How do you drive? I mean,
This eye substitutes for everything.
oh, okay.
Do you have a restriction on your license?
No.
How do you can you pass the eye test or you
Yes.
just wing it? Okay.
Well, this eye substitutes completely.
Well, you gotta close your eye at the booth. When you're at the
Yeah, I just kind of guess.
you put your head up there. You're like you just go online. You're like you Google driving test.
Well, it's not
Answers.
complete. Like I can see like little shadow.
He goes up at that bitch. He's not even looking. He's like ABDCX25. Like,
I just guessed at that shit. I used to study them before I would do the test and memorize them, and then go up and take the test.
But look, this is 2 competitions I got played in, and normally I don't care about the regular competitions. These competitions was for money though, so that's why it's
all right. While we're on the subject, and it ties into what I want to talk about, anyways.
Well, on these competitions, before you, now is this?
I'm going to this.
Is this a roast or is this just like a joke?
It's just a joke. Whoever got the best
set wins.
Whoever
got, Eric wants to hear a joke. So say a joke from your set.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Something you did. I called. I busted out the joke of when I was at the Comedy Open. I did a breakdown of the political candidates.
I think that's where you lost the audience.
I really didn't have a solid. I mean, I got my good 3-4 jokes, and then usually in the middle I tinker around with it. And I had such short notice. But when I was
short notice, this motherfucker promoted it last week.
I was talking about Kamala Harris, and I said I think by this point more people know Kamala the wrestler than they do Kamala Harris. And there was these 2 dudes. One guy had CP because he told me I saw it first came in. They just fucking busted up laughing like there was no tomorrow. And the rest of the audience, probably 50 people, they were kind of chuckling, but these guys were laughing so hard. That was hilarious.
A lot of comedians and people who follow comedians also like wrestling. If you can tie a joke into wrestling, you'll usually get a laugh. But now, back to what I wanted to say about the fucking competitions. All right? I've won 1 competition in my time in comedy. 1. Every single other one I've been fucking played at, and I got disqualified in fucking Cuyahoga Heights. We're not going to discuss that, but I was fucking robbed that night as well.
Is that because you?
Well, when you said dick and all that.
When I said dick once after the people 5 minutes,
look on the last show this past Wednesday. The first dude went up there and said dick. Pete came out. He said, "Get the fuck off the stage!"
Yeah.
Like he kicked him off the stage, dude. Like within 2 minutes.
The bug zapper is killing it tonight, guys.
Dude was soft. But it was crazy. Pete don't play that shit.
The one competition I did win, I was supposed to get $50 for winning it.
Did you get it?
I got $25, and the dude looked at me and goes, "I don't have the other $20."
Where was that?
I would have been mad as fuck.
Was it in Cleveland? Or what city was it?
Now, see, in the interest of Don trying to be a better person, I'm not going to bury this person, Milton Wiley. I'm not going to sit here and talk about how sometimes your ego inflates with your real self-worth.
Well, most comics, let's be honest here, most of us are fucking egomaniacs. Like every one of us, if we were to ask each one of us out of the 3 who's the funniest, I guarantee each one of us is going to say that ourselves. Like,
not
that's
necessarily.
Just the way comics are.
I'll give another comic credit for being funnier than I am because I don't really think I'm funny. I'm just me. The shit I say makes other people laugh because they don't expect me to say it. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, I feel you.
So to me, it's not really I'm being funny. It's just me being Don.
It's hard to say who's funny because I mean everyone got their own style,
and it's all about the audience. Too,
it's
right?
more all about who can work the crowd better. You know, if you can work the crowd, then you're in there.
That's the thing too. That's the thing too, Pat. Is that like if you got a good man, those bugs are just dying.
Yeah. How is your set writing coming along? Have you started it?
Did you write any jokes?
Did you
tell me you were not on vacation all week and you ain't even started yet?
Yeah, people watching your shit your phone.
Probably should do that, shouldn't I?
That's the best way to do it.
What the fuck have you been doing?
I'll tell you how I write a lot of jokes, dude. What I do is I write a concept.
Yeah.
And then you get the concept, and then you got to get the wording. Is all about the wording. But once you get them funny concepts and the shit that makes people laugh when you're talking, then you can fucking rock it with the other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. I'm looking something up real
quick. You just gotta find a starting point.
Yeah,
you think of an opening joke.
I'm thinking. Well, my opening, like Joe brought up a good point, is because I look like Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones, and I would say something like,
"I know what you're thinking.
I know what you're thinking. What's fucking Tyrion Lannister with stilts doing on stage? What the fuck?"
That's right, ladies. I'm here. We can have a red wedding.
Yeah,
or something like that. Yeah, and that's a great leaping point.
Yeah, you can talk about another fucking couple minutes of Game of Thrones jokes.
Yeah, I was going to go into because there was this like good battle scene, in one of the episodes. And I'm going to say, he's a good actor, and Tyrion Lannister is a badass. That's the difference between him and me because I hate fighting. I was going to go into how I'm a pussy when it comes to fighting.
I don't like
fighting.
That's a great premise.
Check this shit out.
What's that, buddy?
In 2 days, I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jokes.
Well,
You haven't even gotten a notebook yet, and you've been on
I didn't say
vacation.
any- well, I didn't say I don't have a notebook.
Not the DVD.
Yet.
Not the DVD.
What DVD?
The notebook.
What?
That don't count.
The notebook. A notebook.
Wow, he missed it.
The Notebook was a bad movie.
The Notebook
that
was
shit
on
that bad.
DVD.
Have you ever seen The
As he
Notebook?
get into
Yeah,
comedy, he will understand the joke.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry.
Have you ever
He's
seen
talking-
No,
that?
I don't mean. I'm not really pushing you hard. I just want to see what you can do
No, I get no.
because I know that it's on your bucket list, and it's been on all of our bucket
I
lists at one
appreciate it.
point.
Erica, did you see the bucket? Or did you see not the bucket list?
Notebook
The
over
Notebook.
my
You see
head,
the
my
movie
bad.
The Notebook?
The
So-
good thing is you're
That was a good
surrounded
movie.
by comedians that can help you out.
Yeah.
I didn't have that shit.
You can always reach out to us.
No, I know. I appreciate it.
There's a group too. You should join that one.
Yeah, I
of
was
the,
You can always run a joke by us.
But yeah, I was gonna do this like I said, like I was gonna talk to how I'm a pussy when it comes to fighting. I was gonna say something like Tyrion Lannister's a badass. When it comes to fighting, I'm a pussy.
Well, he
So we're
never
trying
really
to
fought
start-
either, though. I mean, if
Huh?
you think about that show, he never really. I mean, I only seen the first season and a half.
You're
But
ruining fuck you.
You gotta feed. You can feed it to. If you got some kind of story about you being scared of fighting, that'd be funny.
Yeah, I was gonna say something like if somebody wants to kick my ass, I go into this sentry post like this, and I start doing that, and that scares them away. Something like that.
So, my week this week.
Yeah. Which wasn't probably a good joke since I got silenced, but whatever.
No,
What
just
is the
word.
dodge?
Hey, that's don't
Nowhere,
do not ever.
Again, that's the whole everybody's an egomaniac
Right.
that
Do
does
not-
not.
do not-
Congratulations, you just bombed. Okay.
Now that that's on
Now that that's
go on the
on-
right side.
Never equate applause
Go
with,
into it with no
with doing good or bombing.
Oh,
no
It don't
expectations.
always match up.
because dude, you have some funny jokes, and if the crowd's not right, man, it's just not gonna pop, dude.
So I posted on Facebook this week about the fact that I enrolled in college, which is a big step for somebody who came from Payne Avenue, who got kicked out of high school, who fucking went back and got his GED, and who fucking was pretty much told at 18 years old that he was never going to amount to shit other than being in the penitentiary. All right? So I posted it. I was proud of myself. It's a big step for me. Not like everybody's got to kiss my ass or something, but explain to me why I literally watched crickets go across my fucking Facebook page. But if I get on there talking about some shit about how we need to build a wall because I was at Steelyard and saw a bunch of Mexicans running around, one of them cut me off in line and looked at me like I was the one that had the fucking problem. If I posted that shit, my timeline would fucking blow up. But me doing good, you're going to fucking ignore it like it ain't shit.
You know why?
I was gonna get
Not
into
you personally
I
either.
know.
Ben.
I
I see that look in your eye like, damn, Don, are you
I
all right?
know.
You know,
It really bothered me because I was proud of myself. You get what I'm saying?
he tried to be a CEO. He didn't sensitive.
And my friend said she's trying to-
Why do you keep
Yeah.
fucking with me, man?
Sensitive ass CEO. You know what, Don? Your Facebook character.
racist.
You have a
as
Facebook character, Don. Okay, and your character.
And you understand this though.
And your character is to start shit. Okay, don't nobody want to see that you just started college. We're happy for you.
Can I ask you guys I'm sorry.
We
can
want to
I-
argue with you.
Hold
Don.
on.
Like, that's what it is.
I wanna ask you
But at
guys-
least you're smart enough to get it's just a fucking character.
It's just a
because you know me
character.
on a personal level.
So,
Yeah,
I wanna
it's just
ask
a
you-
character. But
So I want to ask you guys a question. Now, do you guys go on? Do all three of you go on as a character, or are you basically going? I know you play characters. Do you do a character? Do you do a character? And is
Well,
that
I don't-
something you should do when you go on?
I don't play a character. I take it's just like with and I'll tell you the best way to do it. And it's gonna sound stupid to me, and it's the same way I told you.
Don is Don. He talks.
Go home, watch Dusty Rhodes promos, watch Ric Flair promos. All it is it's a character within themselves. It's themselves turned up to 11. You get what I'm saying? When I step on stage, I'm still Don, but I'm just Don turned up to 11. I'm in your face. I'm loud. And that ain't who I am.
That's not
naturally.
necessarily who you are.
And what I think too about your announcement is that, firstly, a lot of people have been to Tri-C, so it's not really like a major thing. They're not that they're not happy for you, but you also did post last week you're going to be a corrections officer. So people like kind of like, he's just announcing random things and trying to get a play. You know what I mean? So maybe they're just not latching on. Now, if you knocked out an A in your first freaking test and you're after 3
I'd
weeks,
still
okay,
get
sure.
fucking crickets across
they
my
just don't
Facebook
want to
page.
hear that
People
shit, Don.
want the darkness. That's what it is. People want dark ass Don 24/7, and sometimes Don likes to be a little fucking happy. Okay.
Well, if you want to be positive, you want positive vibes, you gotta every once in a while throw out a positive story or something.
That's
you know?
How good did that do for me this
That's
week?
what I'm saying, because you have the rep of posting.
And then I
some shit.
posted a video I was like, all right, you know what? Maybe it was a fluke. Maybe motherfuckers just didn't see it. I posted a video of these cops racing with these kids, and I was like, this is the type of shit that we need as a member of society. We need cops racing with kids instead of always posting shit where the cops are beating the kids. Show that they're not all bad, and some of them actually care about their community. Motherfucking crickets again.
Because they
Kevin
don't.
wants to know. He says, "Ask Don what I said about the college post. What did Kev say about your?"
McMahon?
Yeah,
He was like, it's I forget what he said. I don't know. Fucking call in, man. The number's right there.
Call in. We need callers.
Call in 216-322-236-4767. Call in. We'll put you on the air. We'll figure this shit out. Because I honestly don't fucking remember. And I'm a little aggravated now. Can you tell?
Don, you're not red enough.
And you know what, motherfucker? While I'm at it, you had the nerve to say the internet done made Don think he's a superhero.
Yes.
Bitch, I've been super sick before dial-up,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
How you gonna fucking hate on me, man?
Got you ready to fight crocodiles and shit.
I really want to fight a crocodile, man. There ain't nothing wrong
You
with
ain't
that.
want to fight a
I
crocodile.
still say I could whoop his motherfucking ass.
You ain't want to
There
fight
was
a crocodile before the
God.
internet.
there was a crocodile story in the news last week. What was? Did you see that? It was something about an alligator. God, what was that story? I can't remember, but there was a fucking awesome alligator story in the news.
It was a Florida man story.
It was something.
It's always a Florida man.
It's always a Florida man story.
That's like, hey, did you see that really fucked up story? No, what happened in Florida?
That's how bored. You ever heard that Florida man game? That's how bored people are. They say you take your birthday and type in, like, my birthday's December 20th, so I type in Florida man December 20th,
Yeah.
and then a story comes up and you're supposed to post that story.
Oh,
That's how
yeah.
bored fucking people are, dude.
I forgot mine, too. I did that shit.
Oh, and that was only like 4 months ago.
I forgot.
It's
And
like 5 years ago.
I forgot something spectacular happened, too. I forgot.
Right. It was like right around the time of something crazy in Florida, and then the Florida man game started happening.
Damn, what happened? Anytime you hear
what
about
he
it.
said, now I'm racking my brain. I wish dude would just fucking call in and say it already because I don't know what the fuck he says, but whatever.
The thing is, people want dark ass Don, okay?
But it can't always be dark, man.
Nah,
Well,
you're 90% dark though, so it's
That
like
shit don't consume me though.
that 10% of nice is just some weird
you
shit.
have to, yeah, you have to like I go all out with the cute aspect. Like I'm always like, oh, with the cute babies and kittens, so people see that part. And well, you never post pictures of your daughter, you know what I mean?
You know why I don't push? I just talked to a dude about this earlier today. My daughter is 15.
Mhm.
I don't post pictures of my daughter on Facebook because there's a lot of dudes on my Facebook. And I hate to have to whoop somebody on my Facebook's ass because they liked and commented on my daughter's picture. But I will. I don't want to.
And another thing,
You get what I'm saying?
you need to start smiling and you and Sarah.
I never smile.
Kev wants
You mean
Kev wants
I be looking like you about to fight somebody in the gym.
216-236-74. No.
4767. Stop ignoring this pothead. It's right here.
216-236-4767. All right, he's calling.
This motherfucker's been off the rails already.
I think he's gonna call. He's gonna try to call these. So 216.
Oh, that's the little Bluetooth thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was your anger ball. Damn, I really thought that was an anger ball. You all right, Joe?
It's a little garbage. Erica writes, I agree. Someone says anything about my daughter, he has to go. Now, this is the thing though. Like, if like say you post a picture of your daughter, and I'm like, oh, my brother's good. You know, what is your crossover point to where it pisses you off? I mean, because people are.
But let me tell you what really brought that up. She was out with one of our mutual friends, mine and my wife's mutual friends, and they had taken a picture of her in a bathing suit, and it wasn't gross or over sexualized or anything, but it was enough to where guys would look at it improperly. You get what I'm saying? And I don't want that kind of attention on my Facebook for my daughter. That's my fucking daughter.
Creeps up.
Well, you got to show yourself in pictures doing other shit besides, going like this to the gym and,
Look at her.
Yeah.
He looking so funny in the pictures. Like,
Yeah.
and I love your whole matching outfit. You got the matching outfit for everything. I said, Don is the shit, man. I said, this is funny.
He embraces
I
that
always
workout.
match, bro. I always, even today, I'm matching. I always match.
He says he's calling 216-236-4767.
4767.
Double check that number.
Did y'all pay the bill?
Yeah, Don probably didn't pay his bill.
I paid my motherfucking bill. Just call on my regular number.
It ain't even activated.
McMahon. Just call on my real number.
Call Metro PCS and tell them to turn it down.
Fuck y'all.
Don forgot to pay the $36.
We were supposed to pay our phone bill today.
He spent the phone bill money on the wings.
Qualcomm Wireless is called down. They want their phone activated. Singular.
This is some bullshit. You know what? Last week was pick on Don week. This week is not going to be pick on Don.
Well, you and your cellular one phone over there.
Can a motherfucker get a phone
I
call?
really thought it was an angry ball. Where you get that? That's a cool little
I bought
thing.
this from Family Dollar for $5 because we needed one that actually could handle Bluetooth calls.
I was waiting on you to say Five Below.
Five Below is such a shit store.
Like
That
that's,
store is so shit, dude.
every time I go in there, I gotta walk out with something though.
The only thing I like Five Below for is t-shirts. They got
Yes, they
cool
got-
novelty
I've
t-shirts.
been
Like,
in there.
and if you like a random cat t-shirts and stuff like that, or
Five
it's
Below
mainly
is
a
nice.
chick
It's
store.
just like another Dollar General type.
It's kind of like a
shit
super
that.
Dollar General. Yeah, they don't really have anything good.
See the five.
So the ugly baby post, man.
Yes,
The
that
video
oh,
of
Ever
this
seen that
ugly
post?
I
baby.
seen it. I didn't. You posted it. Somebody posted it. I was watching it.
Look,
You posted it, right?
As somebody who has an ugly baby in their family, not my child,
I didn't get it.
my adopted sister's child is butt fucking ugly. Like literally, you might have to tie a pork chop around its neck to make the dog play with it. All right, motherfucking head this fucking big, body this fucking big. Not exactly fucking perpendicular.
Nothing wrong, big ass.
They run through the house and fucking tip over. You gotta push it back up and
She's
shit.
trying to call. He says.
Okay, now look,
Dude, there ain't no fucking way. My phone ain't ringing.
whether the baby is ugly or not, you don't go on live Facebook and just dog your baby like.
I want to say that was a little bit. She said he tried to call it 4 times. I want to say that was a little bit of a troll post because
yeah.
if you look at her face in the video, she's kind of like. You can tell she wants to laugh, but that was a quality post. That was fucking good. That made me laugh. The way she was talking.
I felt bad for the baby, man. I was just.
Okay, that's what it was. I didn't get any audio for some
And
reason.
she was holding the baby was just sitting around looking. And the baby's, maybe not the cutest baby. It's still a cute baby.
The bitch is ugly though.
She's ugly, right? That's what I'm saying.
I think
You can't fuck ugly and not expect an
How
ugly
you gonna
baby.
dog the baby?
That
though?
shit was still fucking. That was just a quality post.
The
man.
thing
It
that got
so
me was
quality.
when she said, "Now I gotta wait for his looks to come." I said, "That's fucked up." I said that.
Sometimes he looks cute, other times he looks like Alien versus Predator.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that's your kid.
Wow.
If you look at some comics do that. Louis C.K. was like that.
But I used to tell a
Yeah.
joke on stage about how I'm glad that my daughter looks like my wife because she could have either looked like my wife or Uncle fucking Fester, and that wouldn't have been a good look for a girl.
Yeah, I don't think I've even mentioned the fact that I have kids in the joke yet. I don't think I have.
I only got one joke about my kid, kinda.
So how do you sit here and get on me because I won't post pictures of my family, but you won't talk about your kids on stage?
I post pictures of my kids every day though. He said try calling again. Try calling one of our other phones. Man.
Call my phone number.
Yeah, call his regular phone number, not the.
What
Man,
the-
that is a long
what the difference
execution. over
is
there.
that-
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
The difference is you already have a rep. Like
What is my rep, sir? You keep bringing this up. Let's
dark
go through
ass
this.
Don. Like dark.
What makes
Don.
me so dark though?
Just starting shit on Facebook. Like that's what you know.
Because I'm genuinely a nice guy.
Didn't you call yourself that? Isn't that
Yeah, that's your name.
your Pisidium?
You arguing. You
Dog
arguing
gave
on
me that a long
Facebook.
time.
Oh, okay.
You get a lot of shit started, and don't nobody. You have the world confused, except for the people that don't really know you. But I mean, don't nobody even know what you believe in because you all over.
Right,
the
it's like
fucking
you're
place.
the big
It's all
boss
over
man.
the place. You know, one minute he can sit here and dog Trump and dog Obama, and it's like, bitch, what side are you on, man? Like,
Did you ever think I don't have a side?
we don't care though, because you pissing us off. Like
That's the whole point.
It's like
Well, trolling is a fine art. Now,
Right, yeah,
what goes
it's a
with the
fine-
To
trolling?
be a genuine good heel,
But
is
people
to
have to
piss
know
off
you, though.
everybody.
Yeah,
The
you
people
have to get to
Equal-
know the people. You have to
An equal
reach out.
opportunist. An
And
equal
it's-
opportunist.
if they knew you, it like me when I watch you post that shit, I just laugh because I'm like Don.
Because you know what I'm doing.
I'm like Don is an ass for
You
no
know
reason.
the character.
I'm like he doing this shit on purpose. You
There's
know
only
he gonna
been 3
stir some
people that
shit
have
up.
actually figured out that I'm just fucking with people.
But that's why when you post a fucking post on us, I signed up for college. They're gonna take that as a joke. Like, yeah,
Right, like, oh yeah, well, he just signed up for college. What are you doing? Good job, you fucking signed up for school. Yeah, wow, yeah.
I put up, I'm thinking about going into corrections, and this dude was like, you do not need to go into corrections. I see the shit you post on Facebook. Dude, Just because you guys live through this augmented reality where it's everything to you does not mean that it's anything to me.
True.
It is strictly fucking entertainment.
But
This is
the
my
impression
story,
that everybody gets though. That's you know what I'm saying. The impression is different. That's what I'm saying. You can't have you got to balance it with other good shit occasionally, or else everybody's just.
I post good shit.
When you post a video from 5 years ago about some black guy getting along with a cop, I mean, it's like you have to engage the listeners, man. Like people's posts, comment randomly on stuff. You know what I mean? Facebook
it's just like your comedy style. You know, when you get on stage, they know how you are as a comic. You have your rep as a comic. So it's the same with Facebook. Like me, like I'm known on Facebook for posting stupid ass memes. Cause like that's just what I do.
So what's my rep on stage as a comedian?
Dark ass died. Like that's just died.
But my comedy ain't dark.
It's not dark, it gets dark. That's you work your way into the darkness. That's how it is. You start off all sweet and innocent, oh I'm dying. But then out of nowhere, it's like, woo, it's like, whoa, that was a turn of events. Like,
Yeah.
like it's like bipolar at its finest. It's like
Wow.
it is. I mean, it is. That's why that's why that shit works, man. That shit works.
You never know what I'm gonna say until I say
the art of surprise is the best thing in comedy, and that's what you have, and that's because no one knows what's gonna happen. No one knows when you're gonna spark, but they know it's coming.
I like envelope
Like-
pushing. I like it because it gets a lot of these, people whose has their underwear up their ass.
And then it's
like,
funny
"Oh,
because
man,
Don is
man."
so demanding on stage. It's like, you just can't help.
These uptight assholes,
Don is
I
so
think-
demanding.
I know we touched on this last week, but we talked about these uptight assholes who are just sensitive to all kinds of shit.
And then he fucks with the
it's kind of a
crowd.
breath of fresh air having you just,
He fucks with the
like,
crowd
fuck
in a
everybody.
good way, so that's
Yeah.
good.
Well, I know
Engaging the crowd.
The
Freedom
crowd,
of speech,
the crowd at the comedy open. I would say the jokes were not too bad. I mean, they were a decent set of jokes. Nobody went super racial or anything like that. I was probably one of the more racial. I was probably the only one who really said anything racial.
Was
Honestly.
it a nice crowd?
It was a good crowd. It was more of a uppy crowd. Like it wasn't really blue collarish. There was a lot of suit and tie kind of.
Oh, really?
Like the wine tasting crowd kind of.
So that would have been a crowd that Don would not have done good in.
Yeah, you wouldn't have liked that crowd probably, Don. But
See, that's why I write my jokes for any crowd. Anybody can relate to my shit.
See, I write more. I'm definitely more suited for hood comedy.
Yeah.
Like you can see, that's where I kind of cut my teeth, and I came in was very hood shows
Yeah, we can tell.
because I'm used to that kind of crowd, so I'm automatically
oh
there's the call. Is he got it?
how the hell does a Bluetooth turn?
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, motherfucker. Put that speaker. We got a call. Hopefully, this is somebody for the show.
Hello,
Yo, what's up?
what's up?
Not too much, man. The Google Voice is having some errors. I've been trying to call in, man.
I don't know why that motherfucker ain't working, man. You get everything set up and this shit don't work any fucking way.
You charge it?
I think my thing died.
You probably get chargeable.
I charged it on the way over here, motherfucker.
It probably wasn't plugged in.
Right.
I literally was calling in to comment on what you guys kept talking about after I was trying to call in, which is hilarious. But people don't want to see positive about Don's college post. I posted right after he posted it because I work in construction, so I have some downtime. Man, I saw that shit. The first thing I said was, man, I was like, you post some shit about something to do with race, something to do with something negative, and motherfuckers blow up. But the second you say something positive, like, hey, I'm going to school and better myself, crickets.
Now you've known me for a very long time.
Over 20 years, Don.
Do you
Yeah.
consider me dark?
Fuck no. No, you're just real, dude. The world's a dark place, and you've been nothing but a mirror the whole time I've known you.
I've been nothing but a what?
A mirror. You basically have been a dude that reflects the world around you. Like, I mean, like the first conversation I had with Don was by Dave's on Payne. That was back when Dave's had their store on Payne Avenue. And, yeah. And
supermarket.
I was walking down the street, and I knew I was just talking shit. because I was like, 13, 14. And I'm like, man, fucking, it'd be nice to be one of these trust fund babies. And Don looks at me. He's like, you know what? I think you secretly want to be a trust fund baby. He's like, you'd like to have everything handed to you, wouldn't you? I was like, man, who wouldn't? And that was the first conversation I ever had with Don. Don's always reflected the world around him. Don's always given out as much negative as he sees. And coming from where me and Don come from, man, there's a fuckload of negatives.
Hey, Dobie, what's up, baby?
But my thing is when you try and spread just a little bit of light, and motherfuckers do not want to don't want to be receptive to it. It's like, wow,
Because it don't sell tickets, man, and that's the sad reality.
That's true. Like the news, there's no news called the good news because people want to see people giving.
Fuck no, you guys are comedians. I want to reference Bill Hicks. Okay, Bill Hicks asked in a bit Relentless, 1992. You've never heard a positive drug story. He's like, all you hear on the news is young man takes acid, jumps out of building because he thinks he can fly. What a tragedy. Well, the punchline is, what a dick. You don't see ducks lining up to grab elevators to fly south for the winter.
I will say being a comedian is a downfall because people don't take you serious anyway. They think because you do comedy that you're not serious about
But
nothing.
people have never taken me serious, though.
They haven't paid attention to the great philosophers of our time. People take Carlin for granted. When Carlin was the modern day Socrates.
I saw Carlin in the year 2000.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Oh,
at the Playhouse. My favorite comedian of all time is probably George Carlin.
Carlin's great.
Carlin is brilliant. He is Socrates for the modern generation, in my opinion.
Fantastic.
Oh, you get away with murder on stage. To the day he died, he was doing shows. He's beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna let you go and get back to the show. Thank you for calling in, though, bro.
Love all you guys, man. Keep the square table going, guys.
Hell yeah,
Thank
brother.
you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Take care, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.
First live calling. That felt
All
cool.
right.
Like we're an official show. We
We need to do it more, but apparently I need to charge this motherfucker more than I did.
Maybe you're not doing. Let me see it. Maybe.
Welcome, Dobie. Dobie's in the house. Sue is in Baltimore, so Sue's probably not gonna be listening.
By the way, if you want to call in, just call in. Fuck it.
Call one of our phones. It don't matter.
Yeah, if you need the number, message Joe. He'll give you the number.
All right, so let's get into some football, fellas. It's football season upon us. The Hall of Fame. Well, let's talk about some baseball first. Yeah, let's talk about some baseball first. The trade deadline was last week. The Tribe dumped Trevor Bauer.
Did you figure it out?
No.
Hell no.
It's because he didn't
The
fucking trade it.
motherfucker died.
Because he didn't. It's Five Below. It's where'd you buy it from?
Family
Marshalls?
Dollar.
Family Dollar. Yeah, Family Dollar is a shit store. But they changed the Family Dollar over here to Dollar Tree now. There's so many stores with the name Dollar in the title. Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar.
Hey, how the fuck you do that?
I turned it off and turned it back
Trevor
on.
Bauer, come on.
Oh, it died again.
Yeah. So
No.
No,
all right. So Trevor
we
Bauer,
got to connect. We just got to connect it to a phone.
Erica.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Connect that.
Yeah.
Go on your Bluetooth.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't want to talk about football. The Browns are going to win the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah.
The Browns are going to win the Super Bowl.
I agree there.
Personal opinion, they only opted out of they always had the option to go, but they decided not to go because they didn't want to embarrass everybody else.
I agree with that. Like the Browns,
That's just my personal opinion.
the Cleveland was so hot at the time in the 90s, they had to move the team or else the parties were going to get so out of control that we would have died. Where's the ashtray at, man?
I don't know.
I think I don't.
I'm gonna bring my own fucking ashtray next time.
Or whatever. We just died.
Oh, there you go.
The Browns are the best.
I love the Browns, man.
I love the Browns. I
Yeah.
don't care.
So she said she
I'm so
didn't call in to talk about football. What did you call in to talk about?
No. Oh, okay. So let's talk about a conversation. Something interesting. My son just phoned me in on all this stuff. I don't know how to use my phone.
You don't know how to use your
So
phone?
what do you guys want to talk about? I want to be a
Oh, you just want to talk about something random? Well, let's. I had impressions on the list. Tell us some. Let's do some impressions. You got no impressions?
I don't do impressions. I'm a fucking legitimate comedian. I don't fucking rely on people's voices.
Impressions are funny though.
They're really not.
Shut up.
If you got like a good impression of a John man, like years ago, yeah, it can be funny.
It's not funny.
If you're drunk, it's funny. If you're drinking, impressions are the shit.
Well, I've probably never been that drunk.
Have you ever heard of Rich Little and Jim? Not Jim. What's the guy who does all the impressions? He does the Jim Rome impression. What's that guy's name?
Caliendo?
Yeah, Frank
Frank
Caliendo.
Caliendo, that dude's awesome.
Frank Caliendo is fucking.
I'm sorry, I don't find them funny. You should be able to run.
I don't like talking to you guys. I want to watch you guys.
You want to watch us? Okay.
I don't know. I can't.
And my friend's asking, how do you sign into the live chat? Is it through YouTube?
Oh yeah,
Through YouTube, yes.
The live chat's on YouTube. So
How do you get into it?
You just go to the YouTube, go to Square Table Degenerates, click on the link that says live, and you can join the
all right,
chat.
that'll work, Eric. I'll talk to you, baby.
I'm gonna have to go to that wing place. That shit nice.
Right.
You like those?
Yeah.
That's some real Payne Avenue hoodwink shit
I
right
got two
there.
callers today, man. Everybody's calling in. I like it. Everyone wants to hear. All right, so we're gonna talk about Trevor Bauer. Now, did you guys see the game when he threw the ball out in the middle of center field?
Yeah.
And so, do you think that had anything to do with him getting traded, or do you think this is already in the books?
I think
he knew it was already happening.
I think he might have known it was happening. But that kind of might have sealed the deal because who wants to deal with that on a daily basis? You never know what this dude is going to do.
I don't know what happened, but I feel like everyone knew it was coming because I've seen everyone posting it.
I mean,
Trevor Bauer is a weird
he just
motherfucker.
has a reputation of just doing the strangest things, and you don't know what he's going to do
He
next.
blocks people on Twitter. and-
Arizona, he was through Arizona's farm system, and they got rid of him basically
for nothing. Yeah, it was
because-
peanuts.
Well, no,
Really?
because something about his workout regimen was weird, and he wouldn't follow suit with everyone else. Everyone else's workout regimen. He's just doing his own damn thing. And when you're not even in the pros yet, and you're just doing your own fucking thing, you think you have the balls to do your own thing. You're not listening to your coaches. I mean,
But there's something to be said about doing your own thing your own way.
LeBron does it.
Because it's just like in what we do. You have a certain way that you go about preparing yourself.
yeah. See, now I'm conflicted when it comes to Trevor Bauer because he says a lot of outlandish things. Like he went on the record. He basically said he's not going to be here after next year anyway. He's going to sign 1-year contracts and shit like that. And then also just the balls just go. You know about his like how he's talking about dating.
Mhm.
He said like when you date me, you basically not sign a contract, but you basically have to agree to my principles, which is I'm going to sleep around. We're not going to be an item. I'm gonna
He's
break
hilarious
your
too
heart,
with the weed. He has a lot of weed references. He donated like $420 or something. It was something to do with
Yeah.
420 to something. What was it? Remember
I
that?
don't know that. But then he does these things like the day after he got traded, he shows up at the game just like a fan. He's just at the game.
Yeah, I was going to get into that. Now that makes me think a little bit that he might be thinking about. He really likes Cleveland
Yeah.
and he wants to come back.
And then did you see the Thank You Cleveland? He made a video on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of tugged at your heartstrings.
He's been here
So,
for 7 years.
he
He's
does-
been here for a while. He's a damn good pitcher.
But I
too.
mean, he's an outstanding pitcher. Yeah. I mean, in a way, I wish they did not trade him. Based mainly because you don't know what you're going to get when Kluber and Salazar come back. Salazar, well, obviously Salazar hasn't.
join up.
Well, Salazar hasn't pitched in about a season and a half, so that's
Well,
but you
didn't
don't
he
know
try
if he's-
pitching last night? He
Like
blew out his
4
groin or
We
something.
lost it.
Oh,
We lost it. Yeah, Salazar pitched yesterday. He's on a 10-day
he blew out his
DL now.
groin, he did 10-day. Yeah. So okay, so he's out, and you don't know if Carrasco's going to come back.
They got a nice haul for Bauer though. They
Here's
got
what I
some
love.
good sticks. He has.
Puig's a rental though,
Oh yeah.
Here's what I loved. The minute they traded this dude, all of a sudden there's this video of the fucking fight between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh.
Oh, the second they.
That
Y'all see how
dude
big that
that
fight-
charged the fucking bullpen rocked that first.
Did you see that meme?
He hit him hard.
Yeah.
Dude was like, whoa.
I didn't even see the fight.
I didn't see the fight. Well,
Dude.
That guy should control himself, man. He just runs off the mound. He just what a dick. Not Puig, the other dude that started the fight.
Oh yeah.
He rocked that dude with that first shot, though. He
pretty good
dropped
baseball
him.
fight. It was
was.
solid. It was probably on the level of the Robert Ventura and Nolan Ryan fight many years ago.
Clint Hurdle and David Bell exchanging words. They almost exchanged blows. Two head coaches.
Oh yeah.
Damn. But yeah, I mean, Bauer. I mean, I don't know. He was just a what's the word? A paradox, maybe. I don't know.
He cost us the World Series in the 16, man. If he doesn't
cutting
fucking
his
fix
finger,
his
cutting
finger,
his finger. Yeah, something just shit like that too. He's fucking around with his drone during a playoff game during the ALCS. Yeah, it was a freak accident, but it probably
Right. It's like
wouldn't
say, no, let
happen
me
to
double these
anybody.
knives.
It
Really?
probably wouldn't happen to anybody, but just the fact that it could happen and it did happen. Fuck. I was hoping it'd be like a.
Hey, just do that on stage.
Right.
Just start ranting.
Just say one shit, just be like, fuck.
That's what's, yeah.
Dobie wants to talk about the Kardashians. It says,
Kardashians.
does anyone know if Kylie made up with her BFF?
Who's her BFF?
Does anybody give a fuck?
All right, I don't. Which
Sorry,
one's Kylie? Is
Kardashian.
Kylie the one that had her dick cut off and is a dude now?
No,
That's
Or chick now?
that's Jenner.
No, that's the
Which one's the fat Kardashian?
Oh, it's
One of them
about
goes out with
Kardashians.
Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, that's the fat
One of them's OJ.
Chloe.
I think they're all
OJ's
fat, ain't
kid.
they?
One of them's OJ's kid.
Let's stop talking about this. All right, let's go on. We saw a bunch of fucking.
And that was Kardashian talk.
That's our 1 minute of Kardashian talk.
We don't know shit.
Right. Basically, all the Kardashians, just look on their website, and I'm sure they're on TV.
Well, one of
shows.
them looks like OJ though.
I think one of them is OJ's kid, though. Like, you're right. I think that's Kylie Jenner, ain't it?
I don't know.
That's Bruce Jenner's kid.
The Bruce Jenner's a dude or a chick now, I thought.
But
Yeah.
he had a relationship with the Kardashian
No,
lady.
but one of them looks like fucking OJ. You don't look like fucking OJ coming from a white dude.
Right, but he's a woman now, yeah, but he wasn't a woman when he had.
By the way, I saw something where he won Woman of the Year. Dudes
Yeah.
are killing it this year, man. We are
Wow.
fucking killing it. Even when we get our dicks cut off, we're still better women than half you women out there. Kiss my ass. By the way, fuck Liquid Comedy.
Pretty much. I mean,
Wait,
shit.
Mom.
That's true. William Hung is in the house. All right, let's get on some football, man. Hall of Fame game was yesterday. Didn't you guys watch any of the Hall of Fame game?
I don't really care about that.
No.
You watched none of it?
No, I didn't
It
watch
was. I always watch it because I like the first income of football. And it says Chloe's OJ's daughter. I don't think that's. I don't think that's.
I mean,
And I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the fat Kardashian, too.
preseason means
Yeah.
shit, but I will watch the Browns preseason.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna.
I probably ain't even going to watch those. Wake me up when the season
Well, I
starts.
got tickets to those. Sometime.
It's
I'm gonna
kind of
watch
pointless
that.
to talk until it's really time to actually play games that count.
You going to any games? You got tickets for any
I got
games?
tickets to every game, man.
Huh?
I got season tickets.
Oh, you got season tickets?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking
Oh, yeah.
great.
Damn, for how long?
The whole year, man.
I mean, how long have you had them?
Oh, I just bought them this year. After
Oh,
right before they got OBJ.
Oh, you made it sound like you had season. You always had season.
No, I just bought them this year.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't gonna buy one. They're fucking.
So are you going to
16.
every? Well, what now? See that makes you a bandwagon fucking sports fan.
I went to the game
Look,
still.
I was a Browns
I went to
fan
the
at
game.
0-16. So if they win the Super Bowl, motherfucker, I earned this
No,
celebration.
I was at the games. I just didn't buy season tickets
See, yeah.
because the games were going to be free.
They
a lot
were
of times.
free.
Yeah.
I know.
Why would I spend money on a product that is 0-16? I mean,
Right.
it's. I mean, I 2000. I think it was like 16 or 17, 15. I bought like a 3-game package. I got the Steelers game and 2 other
Okay.
games.
Normally, I don't like to throw this motherfucker a bone, but he is. I've known Joe for quite some time. He's a big Cleveland sports fan.
Yeah, I was
But he's still the kind of douchebag that makes you
I would
wait
call
at a
him.
red light while he checks his
He is,
Facebook.
yeah, he is douche there, but I would not. I would call him many things, but I would not call him a
If
bad.
you got to update your Facebook, you got to do it at a light. You can't do it while you're driving. That's dangerous.
You can't hold me up while you're updating your status. Hashtag it's a sunny day, motherfucker. It's a sunny day. I'm sweating my balls off. Fucking move.
But when I get
That
good
is-
Facebook posts and they come to me, I got to post them right there. I'll forget.
Yeah, that's how I am too.
You
If
gotta do
I
it.
don't post
You're an
it,
asshole too, then.
same
sir.
thing. If I don't,
Wait.
shit, I will fucking pull over.
You will catch a middle finger as I'm riding by.
I've caught many, so I'm not. I'm
Oh
used
no,
to that
you ain't
shit.
caught a dime middle finger because I'm honking the horn till I get your attention to let you know I think you're a fucking douchebag.
And I'm gonna chase you on the fucking freeway to flick you over
If
back.
somebody flicks me off or beeps me and I know I did something, I just don't even look at it.
I
That's
wave
okay.
at
I
him.
got something under the seat.
I wave at him.
I will buck shop
If it's something I did, I don't even acknowledge them. Why acknowledge them? I mean, they're just going to be. They're going to have that pissed off face. Okay, what would you do? I know I cut you off. Fuck you. I mean, who cares?
You're a fucking douchebag.
Well, what is like say I accidentally cut you off and you're doing your what is me looking at you going to accomplish? It's going to get.
You're
It's
gonna
going
be like,
to
"My
placate.
bad."
It's going to placate you.
I ain't even gonna do that.
Yeah, it might placate you, but it might piss you off some more.
I would pull you out the car and whoop your
I'm
asses.
gonna play it off like I didn't even know. Like
Oh, I do that all the time. Oh,
I'll
my bad.
probably still be updating my Facebook post. Just cut this motherfucker off.
And now he's all pissed off. And
Hashtag
shit.
YOLO.
He pissed off. I go live and shit. Look.
Right, look at this motherfucker over here.
Yeah, you go Facebook Live of me pulling you out your car, whooping your ass.
I'm gonna just run you over down. I'm just. Oh, but didn't see him either. That's fucked up.
All right, so I've been on this. It doesn't seem like any of the people from the football group joined me, but we still talk to football. Well, at least the counter didn't go up.
Phil
Maybe the post
Dawson.
did. Yeah, Phil Dawson retired at Brown. Now,
Dawson's. Oh, that's awesome.
why
That is
couldn't
great.
Phil Dawson have come back to the Browns 3 years ago? And
Because they were 0-16.
well, they didn't want to pay anybody. If we had had Phil Dawson last year, the Browns would have made the playoffs. Bottom line.
Yeah,
He-
I agree with that.
That field goal in that first Pittsburgh game.
All of them field goals, we lost by like all field goals.
The second game
that
against the
shit made me
Saints, that
so
fucking
mad.
game against the Raiders last year. Browns are probably 10-6 last year if we have a kicker. But on the downside of that, we still have Hugh Jackson. So I don't know what would have gone there. Like what I mean, that's the paradox, the Hugh Jackson paradox. Like if we do good last year,
I like the Hugh Jackson.
Hugh Jackson was so bad.
You would. You look
If
like a motherfucker that would like
you
Hugh
would
Jackson.
give him just a chance, give him some
Oh,
time.
Oh, we gave him a chance.
Give us some
He seemed like a
time,
nice
man.
person, but as a coach,
Hugh Jackson is a two-timing
We give him-
asshole
we give
piece of
him-
shit.
Our problem
Give him
is
two-
we don't stick with nobody long enough.
We gave him
don't
two
give him enough
seasons.
We gave him
time.
two seasons. Two seasons.
That's
in
not
the
enough
season.
time.
Two
This
seasons.
is Cleveland. We don't want to see people do good.
Right,
I
exactly.
post I'm going to college. You're like, yeah, fuck you. Talk about dark shit.
But look, you know, it's like if I posted that I'm going back to college, I guarantee my shit blows up.
Do it.
Like they're gonna
Fucking do it. Let's see.
I mean, like I'm going back to school, yo.
Because I swear to God, I'll deactivate my motherfucking Facebook and come back as Gator. Y'all motherfuckers will be like, who's Gator? Don.
I
bitch.
saw that shit.
Don,
Fucking
bitch.
what was that movie where he was Gator? The other guys.
I said
Gators, you poor Gators, bitch.
he did say he
The
gonna
other
change his
guys.
name to Gator.
What was
And
that?
with Mark Wahlberg and
You should only
Sam
do that
Jackson
if
Oh, I
and
never
Will
did
Ferrell.
You gotta
I
fight the
guarantee
Gator
you
first.
fucking see
Yeah.
And
That's
then
a
you could be
great-
called Gator instead of
Hold on. Tony had a great idea here. Now say that again.
Don gonna have to fight the Gator. If he wins, he can change his name to Gator.
Ooh, I like that. We should get a Gator in the air.
I don't condone that. I don't.
We can
I'm
get
not
some
on that.
Gators. Anybody out there got an
So you're
alligator?
still
with them, bro?
definitely against you saying I can't.
I'm against anybody, not just you. Nobody can wrestle a gator. Nobody can.
So
man.
let him get fucked up.
because he might get killed.
Erica, do you have a Gator?
What do you
or don't?
consider?
We need an
What do you
alligator.
consider a victory against the Gator?
I mean, how do you? Yeah, what do you?
Being
You
alive.
pin the Gator? I
Being
mean,
alive.
well, you
I'll
my
be the
theory
referee. You pin him, and I'm gonna fucking
No, check it out. Here's my theory.
1, 2, 3.
All I gotta do is wait for that motherfucker to snap, right? When he snaps, I'm gonna grab his mouth and hold it shut.
Oh my god.
And I'm just gonna start fucking waylaying
How can
elbows.
you get a gator? You got a gator guy? What the fuck?
And we
man?
go-
I bet you I could probably get a
We
fucking
gonna go to
Gator.
Florida
You
and
can get
shit.
You can get Gators.
Are you
I can get a Gator
We
here.
gonna go
You
to
can get Gators
Florida.
cheap, probably $300-$400. You probably get a Gator. Exotic animal deals are all over the place, man.
But he's gotta be willing for me to kill the Gator because I'm gonna elbow it into oblivion.
Well, then we can have Gator
We're
bites.
not gonna elbow it into
Do
no.
we have any trained zoologists? Do we have any zoologists that listen
You're
to the
not
show?
about to
Can
hurt
you think
the
they can
gator,
tell us
John.
this is a fucking
I
bad
think
idea?
he should wrestle an armadillo.
We have any zoologist fans?
Ooh, I know. One of those porcupines. Puts the
Yeah.
quills out. Shit.
No.
He don't have a chance against
No.
Do y'all think I could box a kangaroo and win?
Hell no.
man.
Hell no.
Did you remember
Hell
that
no.
video where they were at that park
Okay.
and that kangaroo was fucking with that dog and that guy came up and fucking punched the kangaroo in the face?
It's somebody in North
Yeah, but do you remember
Ridgeville.
how jacked that kangaroo?
That was
I'm
hilarious.
not talking about the Arnold Schwarzenegger
No,
kangaroo.
man.
Wild animals are called wild for a reason.
I love gator nuggets, Eric.
Any wild animal, man.
You don't think I could box a kangaroo and win?
Somebody
Any wild animal. I don't think anybody could. Against any
Have
wild
you
animal.
ever eaten gator?
Yes, I've had
It's
gator.
good, ain't it?
I never had
You've had a gator? You gotta try gator.
I heard it was really good.
Do you think
You
I
try
could
gator
win
is
boxing
shit.
against
My
kangaroo?
sister went to New Orleans a
I don't
couple
think
years
so.
ago, and she
I mean, I got a nice
she
right
loved
hand.
it. She said,
The
She
problem
said
is gonna
everyone
be
says
hitting the
it's just like
kangaroo,
chicken.
man. The
It's
kangaroo
really
is
good. Dude.
different.
When I was in
Like that.
Baltimore, there was
He's
this
gonna be
place
hopping around and
and they
shit.
had like
You,
exotic
it's
animals.
gonna- you gotta be
We had,
quick to
great
hit a
conversations
kangaroo.
going on.
Then you gotta hurt him. It's gonna be. He
I
gonna,
think if I catch him on the chin, I drop
"Oh
it.
yeah, Baltimore."
he gonna KO you down. He gonna hit you one time.
Yeah, when I was in Baltimore, they had this exotic animal meat restaurant, and I had a wild boar burger. Boy, that motherfucker
Really?
was so good, dude. If you ever get to eat wild boar in a burger form, eat that shit. And they had gator bites too there, though. It was so good. You got to try some exotic meats, dude.
I've tried gator, but I want to box a kangaroo.
Well, kangaroos are expensive. You got to get them in like the quarantine.
That's
is like
my
fucking-
favorite. That's my favorite animal is a kangaroo.
Well, here's what we could do. Monday is free at the zoo.
They got
We could
wallaroos.
all go to the zoo.
They got wallaroos too.
You can record it. They have that fucking Australian Open thing where you can walk around, and there's pretty much kangaroos walking around.
you
wild.
gonna have
Hey,
to
Shirley,
I just go out the
Hey,
fish and
we'll
be like,
get-
wham,
we'll get kicked out.
and see if I can drop him.
Now, if they knock you out, we gonna keep walking like we
Right, like-
shit.
We're gonna go over to the fucking lemonade.
You're gonna be
stand
a
and get ourselves
world
freezer.
star, bitch.
Hey, Shelly, welcome. Shelly's a good friend of the show.
Shelly can call in. I told her to call my phone number.
Shelly's pretty cool, man. I like Shelly. She's good. She's good people.
Shelly's this, Shelly.
Ooh, we got 7 listeners.
Did I tell you how I met
I think I
Shelly?
picked on her one time.
Shelly used to work with my wife at CheckSmart. Shelly, call in real quick. Just call my regular phone number. Shelly used to work with my wife, right? And her and my wife had the exact same haircut. They kind of had the same build. So I walked in one time and her back was to me. So I thought it was my wife. And I'm like, hey. And she didn't turn around. And I'm like, motherfucker, hey. And she finally turned around and I realized it wasn't her. But she kind of looked like a pit bull. So the next time I came in, I brought her dog biscuits and slid them under the fucking tray to her.
And you wonder why don't nobody like the fact you're going to college. I'm like,
she broke my spine in a fucking lazy river ride, bro.
Really?
Yes.
That?
Check it out. I'm minding my own business, floating belly down, just floating through the lazy river thing, you know.
Eating LJs,
Enjoying the sun, just enjoying it. You get what I'm saying?
Fish hole.
All of a sudden, the skies got dark.
Straight.
Like she was probably tipping the scale at like 450, maybe. All of a sudden, she
450?
splashes my back, and my spine went, and it's never been the same again.
How big were you at the time?
Probably about 3.
That collision was fucking.
I'm surprised we didn't cause a tidal wave.
I was just about to say that collision probably fucking caught everybody in the lazy river. Just
How the fuck? We've been friends for fucking 20 years. You're gonna say you lost my number?
Oh wow!
Damn. Where was the lazy river? Dude, I like lazy river rides. There's this one in Phoenix. It's called the Salt River. Dude, it is awesome, man. We were going down there. There'd be like chicks would be floating on the river topless and shit. Like straight up topless. There was a whole fucking gang of 4 people. 2 chicks. 2 of them were topless.
Really?
Ah.
It's not like
Where does it?
This is in Arizona. It's called the Salt River.
You there?
you want messenger all the time, motherfucker.
I was just telling the story about how we met and how I brought you dog biscuits. And then I told the story about how you broke my spine.
You asshole.
That was funny shit. We
So
just had your broke back anniversary the other day.
yeah, we just had. She posted on Facebook about the anniversary of her breaking my spine.
Broke back anniversary.
Yeah, that don't even sound right. That sounds
Right.
bad.
It was really bad, dude. That shit fucking hurt.
But the
Here's
whole-
my question, Shelly,
Don,
and I just want an honest yes or no
I don't
answer.
think Don understands.
Oh, I understand the reference. Do you think I could win in a one-on-one fight with a gator?
Do I think you could with a fight with a gator?
Yes.
Full
Oh,
grown
I
alligator.
think you could take it.
No.
With no tape,
Gator.
no tape on its
She's being
jaws.
supportive.
Fight to the death.
Wait, let's not forget that time you picked me up over your shoulder when I weighed 300 pounds.
That ain't got nothing to do with
I
beating
think
up
you
a
could
gator.
take a gator.
Do you think I could box a kangaroo and win?
How much does a gator weigh?
Oh.
Let's look up how much a gator
And
weighs.
he wants to fight a full grown gator too.
Yeah, I would.
My money's on you, Don. Even with one good eye, I think you could do it.
Oh yeah, and he got one eye. I forgot.
Do you think I could win in a
You are-
boxing match against a kangaroo,
You
though?
are a good friend.
Great friend.
Um,
Kangaroo.
Alligators are quick too. Crocodiles are quick too. They're both. Quick.
You're not
They
gonna
would
beat a
kick you with
kangaroo.
their
Kangaroo.
with their
Get-
The
The
Yeah,
baby
flat
gonna
up.
come out and punch,
Dude, I'm gonna punch a baby in the face too.
and then she gonna fuck you up. she
Some
gonna,
little baby's gonna eat your face off.
Watch
really
the
gonna fuck
cartoons
you
where
up.
the kangaroo goes after Sylvester. That motherfucker.
And I have. Do you find me a dark person?
Okay.
800 pounds. Fully
Dark
grown
ass Don.
Fuck yeah. That's what I'm
14,
saying.
14 feet long.
Dark
That's what I'm
ass
saying.
Don. You know what?
No one has a chance.
I have known you
against
for
any
20 years.
fucking
You
wild
come off
animals,
as
what I
dark,
keep
but
saying.
no, not really.
Why do you think it is when I comment or when I post something positive on Facebook, nobody responds?
That's a good question. Your persona comes off as all
Hey,
dark.
Allison, my girl Allison,
Oh, nice.
my buddy Allison.
All right. How's
It's not just
the?
my show. Say hi.
She
to
just had her
everybody,
knees
Allison.
replaced from giving blowjobs and shit. How's the knees doing?
Jeez,
Oh,
Tom's
that's
throwing
great.
Shelster under the bus. I love
1995
it.
was not good to me.
Next
Glad you
is the
figured it out,
hips.
Allison. I'm proud of you.
1995.
Well, she started shrinking on me,
My buddy
bro.
Allison.
Yeah, after you
She
get
used
a
to
knee,
be my height. Now she's like fucking short.
5'6".
after you get a knee replacement, the hips are next.
Bo Jackson had a hip replacement.
You hear that? You're gonna have to get your hips replaced
I
next.
didn't hear that. I went from 5'9" to 5'6".
She lost 3 inches, bro.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Tony's like last time. Never mind. He's like, I lost 3 inches, but it was because of my gut.
right.
How old is Tony? How old is Tony now?
29.
Did you hear him?
Oh, he's too young.
29.
29?
I was going to say, I'm surprised I never did him back in 95, but he's too little.
I was 5.
He's too young.
Well, I used to make fun of Shelly all the time. I used to tell her that she had more black men in her in 1995 than the Cuyahoga County Penitentiary.
You said in 95. I could have got breastfed.
95 was when I graduated high school.
I was 5 years old.
Yeah,
in
but Joe, you're the
95.
wrong color.
I was 5 years old. I could have got
She was
breastfed.
he said I got soul, though. She was strictly dark meat.
He said I got
They
some.
said black from the waist down. I don't know what that means,
That means your pockets are empty, sir.
right?
Well, thank you for calling in. We're going to get off here and see if anybody else calls in.
Thank you, Shelly.
Thank you for having me. I'm going to go back and listen.
All right.
All right. Thanks for supporting as always.
Of course. Bye, guys.
Bye. We
Bye.
pull up some information about alligators. An average adult American alligator weight and length is 790 pounds and 13 feet long. They sometimes go to 14 feet long and weigh over 990 pounds. It's about 1,000 pounds, around 13, 15
But I'm
feet.
not body slamming the motherfucker.
You gonna
I'm
have,
getting on top and dropping elbows.
you're not gonna be able to
The
get on top
power
of
of the jaw.
I'm stopping the jaws
is gonna-
immediately.
you
And they're
can't
fast
control
motherfuckers
it.
too. They don't look at they're
That's like-
fast motherfuckers.
That's
I'm
like
just saying.
you're gonna stop the escalator from going. You just physically things you just can't do. That jaw is gonna open so fast you're not gonna be able to do it, and then the alligator is gonna smuggle you and roll you and just die.
When they slap you with that tail, you
That
gonna think
tail is
twice.
like,
You gonna think
whoa.
twice. You gonna be like, shit.
Dude, there's no.
This is worse than breaking my spine.
What's funny is this has been 2 weeks going on now. I say we get in touch with somebody, we get a fucking gator, we put it right there in your front, and we go.
Who's gonna handle this full-grown gator?
Me, because I'm gonna kill the
Well, we
motherfucker.
can't be killing animals in the air, dude.
Like, you can't go,
Right, game's like.
and we can't be sitting here letting you get.
Who's that?
So, I don't know. Somebody change.
Somebody just hacked Pat Bolger's account.
You can change your name in the thing. Nobody sees this after the show, anyways.
Pat Bolger, can you call in?
Gotta be her 9. It's gotta be her 9. Go to the Big Egg. Shannon, what's up, man? The Big Egg is the Big Egg. You guys familiar with the Big Egg? There's this. It used to be in Cleveland, but there's one out here in North Olmsted. We went there. I mean, it's not like I remember it. I think the reason why the Big Egg isn't remembered like how it was is because I was sober. Like back in the day, when we went to the Big Egg. That was like the Denny's of the fucking whenever that was. Yeah, and that place was a greasy spoon, man. It was like, you remember the Big Egg and all that pads? Like Detroit in 59th or 65th or some shit?
No, I haven't been. I wonder who this motherfucker is.
Oh, I don't know. They obviously dipped because we were 8 and then they went down to 7. So that's got to be that's got to be fucking her out, dude. Hernan Cortez's bitch ass, not the Explorer Hernan Cortez. The other Hernan Cortez. He's at the Twilight at the zoo right now because he's basic as fuck. After that, he's gonna go to Target and get a latte. Fucking basic ass bitch. All right. What was we talking about? We kind of got.
I don't know. I think we've had a very fun
Are you
show.
saving this for whatever reason?
I was gonna use it as an ashtray because somebody keeps taking my fucking ashtray.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was like, hey.
What? Well, let's get back to the Browns.
We literally talked about the Browns,
We never talked about it. We never talked about the topic.
alligators, and kangaroos.
We never talk about the topics at hand anymore. That's all right, though. That's all right, though.
But that's because it's such a free flowing show. We've
Look,
had calls today.
I would dress up as an alligator if I choose. All right.
Ooh, we can do that. Like furries. You could dress up
Do
as
you
like
really want to wrestle me? Is that what you're saying?
No, but I'm gonna
Do
give
you realize I did wrestle in high school?
I did too.
I mean, it's not
and
like
I won a tournament.
You want a wrestling tournament?
Yes, I did.
No,
and the dude tried to play me because we was fighting and he was undefeated and everyone just knew I was gonna lose. And I see why he win because he was like pinching my nipples while we like when I had him in the hole, he's like pinching the fuck out my nipples, dude. Like, and
But you were okay. Let's back up.
I was young though.
You wrestled. Is this in high school or grade school?
No, I was probably in middle school.
Middle school. Okay. No.
I wrestled in high school.
What sports did everybody play in high school? Did you play anything in high school?
I played football. I've tried every sport. I played football though in high school. But before
I
that,
could not imagine you playing basketball at all.
Where did you go to high school?
Cleveland Heights.
You went to Cleveland Heights. Where'd you did you go to Homestead? Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Larry Catholic.
Larry Catholic. We
Yeah.
played you guys in football. Where'd you go to high school? Or did you said you didn't graduate? Where'd you go for like at least the first part?
First part, I went to health careers, then I
What
went
the
to
fuck
East
is
High.
this?
That bull-
Who are you, man?
Yeah.
Who are you?
How about come on as your actual name, you coward?
Yeah, don't be.
What's he doing? Talking shit
What?
to you?
Yeah, he's fucking with Pat. He put Pat's name as his name, and then he's spamming the shit.
You didn't even see what it says.
What
man.
did it say, man? They dogging the
Can I tell them what it says?
No.
All right, I'm not going to tell you. Have to walk over and read it.
It's well,
He's just fucking
they
with you.
say the imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
Yeah,
People
but-
are pretending to be, you know.
How are they?
You can make your name be anything on YouTube.
It has to be someone that knows me. Who is this?
Yeah, it's probably your buddy just fucking with you.
I'd like to know who it is.
It's got to be Hernan or Crude.
That's fucked up.
Hey, who is this?
Whoever it is, call in.
Call in. We can talk about it on the air if you want.
Call Pat's phone because obviously you know him. Look, he's getting. Dude, don't get mad. It's part of the game.
Well, we do got to find out who it is because there have been some unnecessary hating going on in the show.
If it's somebody I know, that's fine.
Yeah, y'all
It's just-
motherfuckers been hating on me all day, man.
Okay, I'm just
For
saying.
the record, I don't believe none of that shit.
Okay, good. I'm just saying if it's somebody I know, that's good. But if it's someone that's just fucking.
Right, man. That's serious issues.
Wait a
If it's somebody, it's got to be somebody you know.
It's somebody
We
you
never gave
know.
our last names, did we? It has to be somebody we knew. I don't think I ever did my last name.
Nah, it's got to be somebody you know. Well, I mean, you're tagged in the picture. I mean, if anybody knows me, they know you.
Yeah, me, they know you, or him, they know you because your name's in it.
Our last names too?
Yeah.
What's the number? Call my phone. 216-470-0505.
Is this the anonymous call?
Is that the anonymous one?
We'll identify myself next week. No,
How
Shannon
about
Murphy.
now?
Shannon Murphy's calling in. It's got to be Cruz or fucking.
How about now?
Well, how about you reveal yourself next week live on the air?
Yeah, come on the air. And you
Come to the studio. Come to the garage. I almost called it a studio. That's far from what this is.
It's gonna be a studio someday, bro. Okay, 216-470-0505 is my number. We got the Wings Championship tonight too, man. We got to crowd the winner. It's probably gonna. It's B-dubs. I'll tell you right now because I don't think these wings are gonna be B-dubs. But
These wings were good though.
they were good.
They
were
was
good.
really good. I'm gonna go to Pain and go get some.
Pain so far though. I don't think I've ever been on Pain.
It's only like 20 minutes.
How you gonna hate, man?
I don't think I've ever been on the street.
I come from Pain.
Oh, we got to call. Here we go. Hopefully, this isn't like a bill collector. All
We're
right,
calling about
Shannon,
your
you're on the
insurance
air.
policy.
I'm like, motherfucker, it's 10 at night.
Can you hear us?
All right, man. What's happening?
What's going on?
He said Shannon. I thought it was a
I
chick.
don't know. We're gonna go to the Big Egg for some breakfast or what?
Maybe after the show, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
What's that?
Do you think I could beat an alligator?
Maybe over on Maple Ridge.
Okay. This is a guy from the North Olmsted group.
Do you think I could outbox a kangaroo?
Oh, somebody talk.
You can what?
Do you think I could outbox a kangaroo?
Sure.
I think this dude just wants to see me get my ass whooped by a kangaroo.
I think there's a good portion of our audience who wants to see you.
What are you, sissy? You're gonna have a kangaroo? Oh, what's next? You know, a little calico cat scratching you, and you're gonna cry.
That would be funny if you fought a cat, dude.
Cats will fuck you up, bro. Cats are savage.
So is a fucking alligator.
You're,
Like, you funny.
I love it.
you're, afraid,
You give cat a credit over an alligator?
you're afraid of a cat.
Dude,
not
I've
an
seen a
alligator.
cat punk an alligator.
Dude, that's because the alligator felt bad for the cat.
You're afraid of a cat?
Bullheaded guy. What's his name?
That's Don. That's Don, dark ass Don.
Okay.
All right, Brad, we're gonna let you go here. Move out.
Okay.
All right, give us a bit. All right, for sure. Guy from North Olmsted group.
We have been getting calls, though.
There's
They've
4
been quality
calls. It's 4 calls. Man.
Wait, I'm on the road tonight.
Hey, mystery person, identify yourself right now.
Is he still talking shit?
Yes.
What did he say now?
He said something about his dog.
You're not hanging out with anybody else. You're just
Wow. Yeah, he's not hating on anybody. He knows you personally.
It's got to
man.
be the cruiser or not.
No, then they would fuck with you too if that was true.
No, because they like seeing you. You get mad.
Yeah, you get mad. You get like they said something about me. I'd just be like, man, whatever. Fuck y'all.
No, because if this person doesn't know me,
This motherfucker said that
there's
I all of a sudden
no
became a
way.
superhero based on the internet.
Fucking
There's
around
no
with
way
the
this
internet,
person doesn't
guys.
know you, bro. There's no way.
Look, if the internet never came, what do y'all think y'all would be doing right now?
If the internet was never came out, I'd probably be on like whatever version of was called. It's so ingrained that I can't really fathom. I mean, back in the day, what did people do? We'd probably be at the bar getting drunk. I mean, you could still do the show, I guess, but
We'd be sitting around talking about, dude, one day we're all going to be sitting in a garage around a computer talking.
We're not gonna know what a computer is.
No, you had computers before the internet.
Like,
the internet was invented in 1969 by Tim Berners-Lee in a laboratory in Bern, Switzerland.
really?
Now, a lot of people don't know that, but then it started out as the ARPANET over college networks, and then slowly, became commercialized in the 90s. I think it was 92, 93, 94, something like that. Then that's when the World Wide Web came out, and that's when the shit exploded. That's when I got in high school and shit, and then boom, man, the fucking internet just came out. I've been online, I was telling the group chat, I've been online for fucking like 30 years now, man. That's insane when you think about it.
Yeah, that's a long
It
time.
took him 13 and a half days to download a picture of one boob.
Right? Back then, the porn,
And it would slowly develop, and you get right to the nipple and it
people nowadays have no idea how made they have it with the porn. Back in the day, we'd have to go to like sublimedirectory.com or some shit, and they'd have all the links listed, and it'd be still pictures and shit. If you wanted a video, you had to pay the fee or whatever.
Oh,
It was ridiculous, man. Now you just type in, I want big titty blowjob porn, and fucking 8,000 videos come up. People down the street or some shit.
yes, there's literally a porn about everything.
Every fucking
They
thing.
even like I think Snapchat has like its own fucking
Snapchat Premium
yeah, they got like their own fucking what's the word I'm looking for?
genre.
Yeah. Yeah, genre. Like
What just porn has been ruined. You go on porn now. It's all this stepsister, step uncle crap. I watched the one, and it was two chicks, and one's like, "Well, I just found out I'm not related to you." I knew where it was going right then. That's not fucking realistic.
Oh, wow, the pizza man's here. Let's get naked and answer the door.
Well, that's more realistic than the shit they put out there now. Step nothing does not do anything. That's fucking disgusting. Like if you're living with people are so lazy and inept that they start fantasizing about people in the house now. Is that how we're going with this? Porn is just fucked up, man.
the plumber comes over and shit, like,
Before you fix my drains, can I fix your pipes?
I mean, what they're wearing is just let you know.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't even come in a Plymouth outfit.
She's sitting in the bathtub with the fucking shirt cut down to here, just squirting milk all over her titties. What do you think's gonna fucking happen? Stupid ass fucking shit. Yeah, porn used to be fun with the storylines, but they just ruined it.
Porn is horrible nowadays. That's my closing joke is about porn. My closing joke is about porn.
I have so many porn jokes.
Oh my!
I did when I did that show at the locally sourced show, the Horny Day. I don't think he wanted me back after my set, but I had fucking like 5-6 jokes. It was period. They didn't play well to the crowd.
And that's another thing I'm really fucking tired of. And I posted this today.
What?
That I will not be censored. I will not be silenced. You can't tame a gator.
For show.
I'm no longer doing any shows that you want to censor my material on.
Right.
You're either going to accept me the way I am, saying whatever the fuck I want to
This guy wants
say.
to play a game.
Okay, Jigsaw, what's your game?
Sawyer.
How many nuts you can fit in your mouth? My guess is 32. Anyways, like I was saying, you're not going to censor me, and I'm not going to do these shows no more where I have to watch what I say on stage.
Says you guys should go
It's
topless, no balls.
fucking comedy.
You really want to see me topless? There you go. It's nothing spectacular.
I would, but I have a farmer's stand.
We can do it. We can do a topless show in the middle of winter.
Dude, I did stand-up topless.
That part guy.
And make him laugh.
I think that's kind of weak. Stand up topless.
Oh, you did that topless show?
They tipped
What?
us.
Yeah.
Because if you're a fat guy and you take your shirt off, they're just gonna laugh. It's too easy of a laugh.
No, I didn't even play on that shit. The first like 4 dudes went up and they wouldn't do it.
Were people being dared to do it? Why were you?
No, the agreement was if you're going to do this show, it was for breast cancer awareness. The men had to perform without shirts on.
Oh, okay.
And I'm the type of person, if I commit to something, I'm fucking
I
doing
would do that.
I would have did it. I
Hell
would
yeah.
have gave a fuck shit.
Actually,
So-
that's not a bad idea for a fucking show starter. to be
One
honest with
dude went up and he took off his shirt and he did his 5 minutes and he tipped it. I went up after him. I went up with my shirt on, but I took it off as soon as I got on stage.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to fucking do it. Plus, my wife, when I used to do the Tangerine Dream gimmick,
Yeah.
and when I talk about you can do things that being fat, you can't do being skinny. Like I used to be a male stripper. I wanted to actually be like, oh, y'all discredit that. And I wanted the music play and I was going to start stripping. My wife wouldn't let me do that. She said that's taking it too far.
That is taking it a little bit far. Well, I mean, there's funny topless, and there's just like
No, I'm talking. I was going to go Ric Flair down to the boxers.
Yeah, it's a little,
That's sexy.
little much. Like that's for your wife's eyes only kind of thing. Like the comedic value of guys like us. I mean, we're not in sort of shape, so let's say guys like us, and we're not necessarily all fat, but we're not in shape. Is for a limited, but if you go too far, you lose the crowd because you're kind of like, oh.
But once I got down to my boxers, I was gonna be like, "That's right, bitches. I let this blubber go to get your dough. There's your pop."
But people are still looking at you.
Because you're building, you deliver.
I mean, if you were like fucking,
they're gonna be lost. They're gonna be like, "What the?
Yeah, why the fuck is this guy out there in his boxers?
Put your pants back on."
Right, like please don't pull your dick out. That's what they're gonna be thinking.
That's what they're gonna be thinking. Please don't.
I think is this motherfucker about to come on us or what?
Oh, what if it accidentally pops out? Like you can't.
Well, obviously, I would wear boxers that it wouldn't pop out of.
Like that would be bad.
You're straight. You're gonna fucking flash a crowd of fucking breast cancer survivors.
They don't die from breast cancer, but they die from seeing Don.
He's like, I used to have testicular cancer. A ball used to be right here.
Why don't they have a ball cancer month?
They don't. The NFL should fucking do that. Why don't they? They have a whole month dedicated to fucking breast cancer awareness, and it's October, the longest month of football. So you got 4, 5, 6 biggest areola wins. I love it. 4, 5, 6 weeks.
Biggest what?
Brian wrote biggest areolas win.
I got this, bitch.
I
got sausage nipples over here, motherfucker.
I can even think about this nigga's nipples, man. I don't want to think about that shit. No more nipple talks about dudes. No, if the women in the audience want to send us nipple pictures, we're always down for that. Don't tell Don's wife though. But
it's not even Tuesday, dude. Titty Tuesday.
Every day is Titty Tuesday. Titty Tuesday, whip it out Wednesday. Titty Thursday.
Taco Titty Tuesday.
Flash Friday. Sachet Saturday. Sunday nipples. I don't know.
Sunday nipples.
Nipple Sunday.
Man, we have covered so much tonight.
We didn't talk about any football. That's all right though.
We're gonna wait till regular season. When regular season kicks off, we'll talk more about it.
Well, in the football game yesterday, the Broncos started out Kevin fucking Hogan, used to be for the Browns in the 0-16 season. And as soon as they do that, I was like, this game's gonna be horrible. Like, Kevin Hogan was like the third string for the Browns, and he's fucking starting this game for these guys.
That's what happens. They play for the Browns, go to another team, and fucking shine. Bro.
That's how it was for the longest. Hopefully that should change.
That's how it is for everybody.
Let's whoever this guy is,
it's an asshole.
Yeah, he's somebody fucking being an asshole.
Oh, what?
Oh, there.
Huh.
All right, so let's get
into
into
somebody who knows you, man.
Oh, I guarantee it's somebody at work.
Somebody decided, you know what? I'm just gonna fuck with this dude right now.
Maybe it's your ex.
Huh?
What if it's your ex?
What if it's your future? What if it's like
or it could be your future, yeah.
Oh, that'd be hot. Like some chick trying to get with him so she pretends to be him. She's like a little bit crazy. Yeah, dude, that might be.
Can you imagine going to the bar and then you meet a chick and she be like, "Hey, you're the guy I was talking shit on that podcast too."
Someday, man, that 6 right there, viewers is gonna be 600, and fucking Pat won't be able to walk down the goddamn street without getting fucking assaulted by gaggles of fucking.
How does it make you feel to have somebody just sitting there fucking with you?
I don't like it.
Pat,
I don't like it at all.
Pat doesn't like. Well,
why does it make you uncomfortable though?
Well, there's the thing about Pat is Pat.
I mean, what they're saying,
what
they're saying means nothing.
There's some history. There's some history with this. There's people that know Pat, just somehow they just don't fucking stop when they're talking about certain. You know what I mean? You know, like we're ribbing and like there's a breaking point. You'll stop. You're like, I'm not gonna talk about your kids or something.
Oh yeah, there's definitely points that you don't go to.
They don't. Pat has they fucking constantly do that with Pat, and fucking people will pick on him. Certain people will.
I mean,
and it's not really cool sometimes how they do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta have limits to it.
Like you can't if you're fucking with people and they're not cool with it, that's just not cool. You know what I mean? It's just being a dick.
Yeah, you're just being a dick at that point. Or if you're hiding your identity and not telling who you really are, it's kind of like some obligatory just fucking taking shots at you kind of thing.
Did you ever get a wings? Did you get a wing? All right, cool. We can grade these bad boys. And then we'll give out the trophy here. We already ruined the prize. Surprise and said it's going to be beat up.
I have no idea who it might be. But,
who do you think it is?
We'll talk about it out there.
Let's airhole this shit, man.
If
it was me being fucked with, I would have already went through a whole list of people.
I could be wrong.
I would be calling the motherfuckers out
for no reason.
What's the name of the wing spot again?
Jack Spratz.
Jack Spratz, that's it. All right, so the wings we got were from Jack Spratz, which is in Payne Avenue, which I was told is on the east side, which is way far away from here. Don got, what kind did you get? Cajun and
I got Cajun and hot.
All right, so Tom is not here. So Anthony, what would you give those wings out of 1 to 100?
I don't know. It was good. I'm gonna say like 90.
90? Okay. I thought they were pretty good too. I would say the hot ones were. There's a lot more breading on these than we're used to.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were breaded wings.
The hot
until I
sauce
bought
was the hot wings. I don't know, man. It was like kind of hot for the sake of hot. But
It wasn't hot at all.
yeah, I mean,
It was a perfect hot though. Like they go perfect with like some ranch or blue cheese.
Yeah, you forgot the blue cheese,
Some
man.
blue
The blue
cheese?
cheese was a
Oh
bomb
my
on that
God,
shit.
yeah.
I give them about 75. I would say they're pretty good. They're not the best, not the worst. All right, Don, what do you give these bad boys?
Well, it's my dude. He owns the pizza shop.
Give them what you want. It's your fucking.
That's my boy.
It's your rating. Give them beat on him. Be good if you want.
Is
It's
the
your call,
pizza
man.
good?
I used to be a huge fan of their pizza, but then I talked my wife into it one day, and the pizza wasn't good. But it could have been the cooks. It could have been the cooks because
Yeah,
that pizza weighed like 15 and a half pounds. It
Really?
could have been the cooks. I'll give the wings a 95.
95. All right, that might be your highest grade ever.
No, I gave
Oh, now you gave 96 to B-Dub.
yeah.
All right, Patty, what do you got with these wings at?
I got 79.
79? All right. So let's see. Let's add these up. They're not going to beat.
They just couldn't make it to 80, could they?
So close.
They were
Dave.
so close. If it wasn't for the
It would have
bread.
been 80, but a motherfucker started talking shit about me.
It'd been funny if
I mean, I get why I would be mad too, but to show that you're mad
I
only
know.
encourages that shit.
I know.
Don't show it.
Oh, I would have been reading them motherfuckers and laughing because you're not going to see me fucking get upset.
He wants to come to the show.
He said,
Dave, look, next week, come and expose yourself. Come and show who you really are live on the air.
all right, so the tell for Lee Dubs or for Jack Sprats was 84.75. So it looks like the grand winner of the Wings Open is Buffalo Wild Wings and River with the 93.6.
Yes.
So we have to come up with a trophy for those guys for next week. I think I'll post. What I'm going to do is I'll post this online. I'm not going to post the names of like anybody, the top 2 or 3, because I don't want to fuck up, give people bad pub.
Yeah.
And we'll see what goes from there. Maybe they can sponsor us and give us some free wings or something. I'll come up with some bullshit trophy or something for these guys.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. So what do you guys want to do next with food, man? What do you think, Pat? Some pizza?
Pizza, tacos.
Pizza's probably good. Tacos is a little kind of. I mean, they'll get repetitive fast as fuck. But I was gonna tell you guys next week, my buddy Brett's the fuck's my last name? Brett McIntyre is gonna join us. He's a computer guy. He's smart as fuck too, and he's real big on the marijuana too. So, but he'll be joining us next week. He's
He's really on the marijuana.
He literally said next week we're going to have a computer nerd who likes to smoke pot. I think they all do.
I think everybody likes weed, man. Like if you don't have a job where you're not drug tested, you're gonna be smoking weed. Dobie said, Penn Avenue, you might be eating pigeons' wings. No, he not. Dobie did. She lives on the east side. You know.
Yo, I'm from Payne Avenue. I take that personally offensive, and you can kiss my ass.
He loves Payne Avenue. You like?
No, I am. That's a little offensive. Payne Avenue, we do not have pigeons.
They put wings on you.
What y'all got out there? Y'all got seagulls.
Crackheads.
Y'all got seagulls.
Shit. That's great, man. So what we got for
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you think I can fight a gator and win?
900-pound alligator.
Maybe.
No tape around its mouth. Fight to the death. Me versus a gator.
Right.
No, if his mouth was taped jacket.
Exactly.
What about a kangaroo? Do you think I could box a
I
kangaroo
really
and
want
win?
to find a
No,
kangaroo.
they'll kill you.
Yeah.
Kangaroos kick you, bro.
Kangaroo-
Nobody supports me.
No one's
They will
gonna
kill you.
support that.
Do you find me dark?
No, I think you're funny.
We've been discussing this tonight, and apparently nobody thinks I can outbox a kangaroo.
You can't.
I think if I get a lucky shot, I got a nice right
No
hand.
way.
Animals.
No way, dude.
I think I could drop a kangaroo.
A boxer couldn't beat a kangaroo. Let alone.
Right, they would have done this already in Man versus. Did you read? I read an article about Man versus Wild.
No,
You remember
they
that
have
shit?
a video about that because they do this in I don't know what country,
But
but
the
they
dude
have
sucker
kangaroos.
punched a kangaroo that looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not going to go after the biggest one.
I'm going
I'm going
to
to pick the littlest one bouncing around. I'm going to walk up and be like, oh, yeah, bitch, wham.
I'm
And
going to
gonna
post the
him.
video on the page of the kangaroo fight because they actually do this. They have them in the ring and they have a boxer and a kangaroo. Like I swear, like
I would wear a kangaroo out.
This is like some Asian shit or something.
You should get in a kangaroo suit and see what happens.
like right.
Well, you already volunteered to dress up as a gator next week, and we're gonna wrestle out in the front yard.
Speaking of dressing up in costumes, what was your guys' Halloween costume last year?
Your wife just walked into this shit. She's like, "Oh, okay."
Nothing.
That's the sad thing. She's used to us doing crazy shit. She ain't even double guessing it. She's just like, "Oh,
I've lived with Joe for many years.
I'm not taking. We're not going out to dinner next week because I'm watching Kangaroo versus Don wrestling."
We could probably get fucking 6-7 people out here to watch it live if you were wrestling an actual kangaroo.
Right. Dress up as an alligator next week. We're gonna do a wrestling match in the front yard.
That kangaroo's gonna cost us like $800 to rent though. It's kind of cost effective for a budget of $0. So maybe we can steal a kangaroo.
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe for a kangaroo.
Set up a GoFundMe page for Don to fight a kangaroo.
We got to find out how much a kangaroo rental is.
Now, I want the kind that
can you rent a kangaroo though?
I want to keep it.
I think so because you can rent goats for frat parties and shit.
We're just gonna keep him. We'll keep him in the
Goat is
garage.
different,
He'll be our mascot. What do kangaroos eat?
They eat bamboo and koalas, I think, right?
I don't think they eat koalas. I think they eat like.
Oh, they don't eat koalas.
You would let us keep a kangaroo in the garage? How often do you come in the garage?
She wouldn't even let me bring. She wouldn't let me bring a goat, dude. I wanted a goat back in 09. I wanted a goat.
You're not gonna get the kangaroo in the garage.
You just walk out. He's happy.
He's gonna beat y'all up and start running down the street.
You can call him like Ken the Kangaroo or something. You can put shirts on him. Walk him to school just bouncing. It'd be awesome.
Do y'all remember the story a couple years ago? Someone in North Ridgeville has a kangaroo. And it got.
We need to find this motherfucker because I'm gonna fight this.
It got loose, yeah. It got loose, right? So the cops pulled up on it, and he started squaring up with the cops. I gotta send you that shit too. That shit.
I will fight.
That shit made the news. Like that really happened. Someone in North Ridgeville has a kangaroo. Like, and then you gotta get it approved by the city and shit. They might not let you bring a kangaroo.
Yeah, you could have like wildlife licenses and shit for that.
It's a lot.
It's a boxing match.
No, but like you gotta have an exotic animal license, dude. That's just not cheap, man.
Yeah, boxers gotta have a boxing license. Like you can't just box.
Yeah, we gotta get a kangaroo physical and shit.
Yeah,
you gotta go through a physical. Dude, we're in like $3,500 for this fucking.
We got a drug.
5-minute stunt.
We got a drug test you and the kangaroo. Like
that's true. What if the kangaroo had performance enhancers, man?
They're training right now while you're doing the podcast.
I just want to fight a wild animal, man.
Well, let's fight a deer. Deer are lazy.
Yeah, fight a deer.
Deer will fuck you
fast.
up.
They're fast.
You ain't never getting close to them.
Yeah, right.
What wild animal do you think I can fight?
I've had deer in my front yard. I've been fucking for me to.
I don't get how he give credit to the weaker animals. Like
Right,
he's giving cats and deers credit, but kangaroos and
gators like
gators, I'll fuck them up.
Do you think I can win against the grizzly bear?
Fuck no.
A cub, yeah, you fuck up.
What about a koala bear?
You can fuck up a koala.
Yeah, koala bear's like 20 pounds.
I don't know because
Don't touch koala bears.
koala bears got them nails though. Them nails.
Yeah, but I can punt a koala bear. It's like punting a midget. I'm pretty sure I can make it 30
They would
yards.
claw onto your arm, dude.
Once they claw you, you're done. Like
yeah, you're gonna be bleeding like a stuck pig, man.
So what wild animal do you think I can win against? Legitimately.
Squirrel.
Squirrels are vicious, bro.
You can fuck up a squirrel.
Just kick his ass. I'll just kick him. Like
there's got to be some wild animal that you guys go. That is a legitimate with chance to win it.
A chipmunk.
Rabbit,
a chipmunk. You can step on a chipmunk.
A domesticated animal, you might have a chance. Wild animals, they fight to survive.
Well, that's what I'm going to be doing.
That's the thing. Yeah, they fight to survive.
You can fuck up an elk. Elks don't move fast at all. Elks are lazy. We was up in Alaska. The elks would just sit there. The bear would just have a feast because there's so many bears and there's not too much elk. And they breathe so slow. You can fuck up an elk, I think, from behind because they're slowly big. Oh, boom, right to the back of the head with the fist.
Could I beat a lion?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Can you beat a lion?
Yeah.
No.
If a lion is dead, yeah. You can beat him with a stick when he's dead.
No, a lion. What about a fucking monkey?
You got to lay off the wild animal thing, bro.
Yeah, a lot of this is like felonies and shit. Like
no, you can't. Remember the monkey that fucked up the what girl's face?
That was a chimpanzee. Them motherfuckers are savages.
Yeah, so the whole monkey thing is just.
Oh. She's like, I've had enough of this conversation.
I think you.
So you're a hard no on the kangaroo.
You probably got a better chance at a snake.
Yeah, you guys everybody seen a pet snake? I had this one.
I had a pet snake.
No snakes.
I love snakes. This guy.
You're afraid of snakes?
My uncle had a python one time, and it got loose in the middle. And we woke up and we see.
Would you let a snake
like, what the? We were scared as shit.
I knew this dude named.
We were cruising down an alley.
He had this fucking car with hydraulics shit, and he had a fucking snake. He had two snakes. One was called Boss. It was a python. They're both pythons. Boss was a 14-foot long one, and then Goldie was an albino python that was like 9 foot long. and this 14-foot long python got sick. So we had to take him to the vet. So it took 4 grown-ass men, we're about 17, 18, but 4 grown-ass men carrying this 400-pound snake into the vet. Dude, everybody, you would have thought we were bringing fucking guns and shooting the place up. People were like, no! Running around. Then we let the snake in the floor crawl all the way around the room. Well, literally the whole room, man.
So I have a question.
Yo.
My wife, who I love dearly, is afraid of ice.
Slip it out of ice or like ice drinks?
Like ice, like a bag of ice. She can't put her hand in it because she's afraid it's going to stick. Anybody else have irrational fears? Because I have no fears. Like, I'm really not afraid of nothing.
Yeah. What about?
I'm afraid of roaches.
I like roaches either.
I'm
not afraid though. I grew up in the hood. Everybody had roaches.
Roaches are something. If I see a roach, I will fucking clean until I drop.
Have you recently had roaches though? Because the back in the day roaches are different than today's roaches.
These motherfuckers will fly.
These motherfuckers do. They're the size of your fucking cigarette.
Square up with you like what you want.
They're the size of your cigarette butts.
Do you have any legitimate fears or irrational fears?
So it's complicated.
You've been totally taken out by this dude.
Yeah.
The record.
That guy's going to reveal himself probably on social media, I would imagine, next week. But if you want to come out next week, the bed bugs. Oh yes, we at work we had a fucking gigantic infestation of bed bugs.
Yeah,
and because the building was built like '64, and back in 09, it was 09 or 2010, Obama passed this law or this thing where they give us money to rebuild fucking items. So they rebuilt the federal building, put this giant cage on it. But man, we got bed bugs in every floor, just random, and it's so horrible, man. It's
not a fear. I don't want to deal with them. You get what I'm saying? If I could avoid it, I'm going to.
I would say I'm not really man, I don't really know if I have any fears either. Well, the stuff I wouldn't rather deal with.
Would you jump out of a plane?
Oh yeah.
Would you jump out of a plane?
Yeah. Over the ocean though.
Do you really know how big that splash would be?
I don't give a fuck. You know how hard that landing can be on the ground?
You're landing with your feet.
You might not be that lucky.
Jumping on a plane and bungee jumping, the two things I haven't done yet, I probably want to still do.
Being fat, I stay away from shit like that.
That's true. I mean, if you got a good rope, though, good bounce. I want to do old school bungee jumping, though, like in a fucking, I don't want to do that shit at Cedar Point where you go up and swing. I want to go.
Yeah, I want to go legitimately jump.
It was tethered into a van and then jump down and boom.
Jump off a bridge.
Hell yeah. I went whitewater rafting in Alaska. That was fun as fuck.
I would do that.
Whitewater rafting is legit, man.
I would do that. I would be scared though.
Oh, you get some of those 3 or 4s. Do you
Can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim.
Nobody's afraid of moss.
I can't swim.
Oh, you
I learned how to swim when I was
because you got the
younger. My
moss
dude pushed me into 9 feet, thinking I knew how to swim, and I had to teach myself at that moment because I said I'm not about to die.
You ever been to Rockside, the waterfall over there?
No, I can't find that shit. How
the fuck did you not find it?
Rockside Road.
Wherever I park at, I can't find it.
Riverside, I think it is.
You're talking about Brookside, right?
That's it.
Yeah,
Brookside.
we used to jump off there.
We jumped off of it. Yeah.
Wait, where?
Oh, you never seen that? The big creek. If you're ever going down 71, look to if you're going 71 downtown from this way, look to the right. It's called Big Creek, and there's right about the park at Brookside Park. There's about a fucking 15-foot waterfall that drops off.
Oh,
and we back in the day,
we run and jump off of it.
We used to jump off of it. It's crazy as shit. You drive down there. We'll take you there. We'll show you pictures. Yeah. It's pretty high up.
Would you jump off of it?
What today? How deep is the water?
Oh, the water's
you're gonna live.
Yeah, the water's about 10, 15 feet deep.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I jump off there. I want to
jump
do that.
off of it.
No,
you did do that back in the day.
Really?
We used to.
A high ass cliff.
No,
it's not a cliff. It's an actual waterfall.
Yeah, it's about 15 feet.
It's a man-made
This is in
waterfall.
Brookside Reservation down here in the Metro Park.
And you just run?
Is that Hankley?
Till you ain't running on the ground anymore.
It's right there it's right by the zoo.
I want to do that shit. I've always wanted to do that, but I can never find where the fucking cliffs are.
There all the time?
It's not a cliff. It's a waterfall.
Even the waterfall, I jump and do that. I just want to jump in the giant. I want to jump more than fucking 5 feet. Shit, I want to jump.
You know what I did?
What's that?
The polar bear jump.
Oh, we just run on the thing once.
Dead winter. Jump in the lake.
I got a great
yes.
I got a great photo album on Facebook. They took the kids last year, or the year when the lake froze over. We walked up in the lake. Dude, we were out fucking 100 feet past the pier. That whole lake froze over. That was awesome. If you ever get a chance to ice walk and the lake freezes, you got to do it. It's so fucking fun. We're up at Edgewater. You're going underneath the pier. You see shit you just can't see because usually it's just water.
Ain't you worried about it breaking?
No, it's fucking solid as hell. It's February. You don't do it in December when it first starts to freeze. You monitor the thing. You jump up and down, make sure the ice doesn't break. But it's pretty.
Do you really know how much I weigh?
That's what I'm saying. I can't like people. I got friends that like to go ice fishing and shit. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not, you got me fucked up.
Fish is boring in general. I'm not
That's a
fishing.
hard no.
You got me fucked
I
up.
like to go fishing. I like to, it's nice and relaxing.
Yeah,
I don't fish to eat the fish. I fish catch and release.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
what I
not.
do.
I don't like killing things. So like I couldn't go.
Yeah, I'm not a
fish.
killing.
That's why I
things
catch and
person.
release, and that's why I use
Except an
lures.
alligator. I'll kill a motherfucking alligator very easily.
Oh my gosh. All right, what's up with your next week? Now you got any shows this week, or what's going on with you?
No, but I am officially working my way off of hiatus of comedy. I'm officially going to come back because I have a lot of people to put out of this business. I was trying to get to that earlier,
Okay.
and then we kind of diverted off of it. But a lot of motherfuckers out here claiming that they're headliners can't hold a fucking candlestick or my jock strap compared to what I can do on stage. People have obviously forgotten about me.
But he wanted us to accept him going to college.
Right.
Well, my thing is, don't sit here and brag about what you've done when you've done nothing.
Nothing, right?
You sit here and make yourself out to be this headliner, but in truth, the people you bring to the shows don't even laugh at your corny ass jokes. Meanwhile, people like me walk into a hostile environment like 185th and St. Clair at Dog Pound and turn that motherfucker on its ear because every fucking time I step on a stage, I fucking bring it. Don't sit here and act like you're better than me.
I got issues.
Or like you're mad about me.
You like the justification, though.
I like to be a
You
little
gotta justify everything.
Well, what it is I cannot.
It's all comedy. Just go out there and laugh if the joke
Bullshit,
gets
it's
laughed.
all comedy. It's completely different. If you're not in this game to be the absolute best at this game, what the fuck are you doing in it?
You got to be your best though, like man. You got to be because
I'm married.
real comedians out
if you're
here.
funny though, your wife's gonna give you more pussy. Probably.
Real comedians out here, when you actually go out and do shows and watch these other comedians, they piss you off, man.
Because some of them are just garbage.
Some of them don't have no type of setups, no kind of. They can go out there and say the stupidest shit, and then the crowd will laugh because they say stupid ass shit, but you come out here all professional and shit, and they just. It's comedy ain't the same, man.
No,
it's fucked
I am
up.
a free agent. I belong to nobody. I'm not a part of any team.
They don't take it serious no more.
Well, I like doing it once every. I don't like doing 5 shows a week. That's just not my style. It's never going to be my style.
I like doing shows I'm booked on. I'm not doing open mics. I'm not coming to your little shitty hole in the wall gigs where you got 3 people and a bartender and expect me to fucking bring my A game.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm not about that. I'm a little above that. Not saying that my ego's big, but motherfucker, I'm worth seeing.
Well, I feel you on the like. I mean, they got several open mics, around. But if there's 4 people there, I'm not getting it. I can just tell my friend, like, hey, sit on this couch. I'm going to tell you jokes. This is the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah,
get a babysitter, go and clear out the place. Some people love the grind. I'm 42 years fucking old. This is a hobby. If it takes off, fine. For now, it's a hobby. I'm just trying to have fun, man.
I'm not a fan of open mics.
So, Pat, when are you going to do your first show?
Probably your thing. Whenever that is.
That's a good show to start off.
Chances are, too, I'm going to actually have a monthly show running.
You going back to
In
that?
your next. No, it's in your neck of the woods.
He's doing shit out in Cleveland. We work on something. I was
Cleveland
talking.
Heights.
We got to do something out here in River Bay and fucking West. If you're out there and you got a bar, let us know, man. We're gonna run a comedy show. We'd like to do that.
When you starting it?
I've been talking to the dude. Nothing's concrete just yet. We're finalizing talks, but soon. I'll probably have you be a part of it because you actually kind of still in the scene and know funny people. I kind of don't know funny people. Well, I know some funny people.
If you put out an ad,
but a lot of the motherfuckers I used to fuck with ain't funny.
Right.
And that's a harsh reality. When you're looking around and you're like, man, I really carried a lot of this. Like, a lot of these motherfuckers weren't funny. The only reason motherfuckers really laughed at a show was because of me and people like me. You get what I'm saying? Like Jeff Davis's shit.
All right. Well, you got any shows this weekend? Anything going on?
No, I'm doing a toast place on next Wednesday.
By the way,
he's doing a competition.
Legit. Yeah. I didn't know about this. I'm gonna have to hit this dude up because I want to fucking win a competition.
And I'm mad, but yeah, that's what I said. I said this is my chance because
oh no, motherfucker, it's mine now.
You can break it down.
I'm gonna hit him up as soon as we leave here. By the way, Toad's Place is a great spot for comedy.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah,
I enjoy going out there all the time. It's a little bit of a journey for you guys, but it's a great room to learn in.
What is it, Cleveland Heights?
It'd be a good spot.
No,
for you
where
to
is it?
start
Minter.
It's at Minter. It's a good spot for you to start.
Yeah, it's a great spot for you to.
What night?
Mentor.
Yeah, or the funny.
It's
spot.
a little bit of a journey, bro. It's at a bar and it's sectioned off to where there's a room just for comedy.
What night is it?
Oh, wow.
What night?
And they really
Wednesdays?
fucking dedicated to comedy.
What time
bro.
is the show?
I'm telling
What time
you,
is it? Is
it's
it open
worth
night?
going out.
No,
there.
it's a
When
big
you say
show. It's
dedicated,
not
you
like
mean like.
They section it off,
Oh, okay.
and the people that are there for the comedy show are there strictly for the comedy show.
yeah, the bar's on one side and the room is on this side. So
There
you
ain't
ain't
no
gotta worry
TVs
about.
playing in the background.
Yeah, it's set up nice.
It's a good show. It's worth going to.
I'm to check that shit out. Why ain't got nothing going on this week, man? Just,
Jeff Jaffe runs it. That's his name.
Jerry.
Right?
Okay.
Jerry Jaffe runs it.
Tuesday, I'll be at the
I'm
Browns,
horrible with
Browns
names.
training
You see
camp.
that?
Too.
If you guys want to catch me at the Browns training camp, I'll be out there on Tuesday morning. Probably gonna show about 9. You're welcome to come out, man, if you want.
All right.
If you want to go and bring the kids. Meet some players, man. Hopefully we can get some fucking pub out there. I should wear that shirt.
What day is it?
Tuesday.
You should wear that shirt.
I should.
And that way, when you get pictures with people, they're standing next to our
Right.
shit.
I ain't fucking Miles
You
Garrett.
going with who? Your family?
Yeah, I want to take the kids. I got 2.
You know they're gonna look at you like you're fucking crazy, though.
Oh well, hell yeah, that's the whole point. There's no such thing as bad
And then
publicity.
they're gonna ask, "What is that?" And then you can say, "My
Boom.
podcast."
Live at fucking 9:30 on Fridays, baby.
Shit, who knows? Next week we could have fucking the punter for the Browns on.
Right.
No.
Yeah, so next week, like I said, Tom will be back next week. Ant, it's fucking awesome. Come out here and join us. Welcome. Come out anytime you want, brother. We always got extra chairs. Next week, we're going to have my buddy Brett. He should be good. Tom will be back too. So we'll see you then, guys. Have a good one. We'll be here in the garage for a little bit if you want to stop by.
Bye.
Later.
Peace.
And we're clear.